For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New minute today, USA Boxing, man. We back, man. Yes, y'all. It is what it is. We back, man. We back. Today is a good day. Happy Friday to everyone. Everyone will probably be saying, thank God it's Friday. Everyone would probably be saying, thank God it's Friday. But today is a good day. Shout out to everyone in the UK. This is the evening time. I'm pretty sure it's like 8 o'clock in the evening in the UK. So shout out to all of the family in the UK. Let me go ahead and get my sound set up, right? You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone in the UK, man. We're going to allow YouTube to send out all of the notifications on the Chitlin Circuit, guys. Allow YouTube to send everything out, man, on the Chitlin Circuit, man, and make it do what it do and let us get into this. Now, today is going to be a funny show. Floyd Mayweather. One of my favorite fighters of all time, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd. Hey, Floyd, you can ask Floyd anything. Floyd, what do you think about climate change? What do you think about climate change that's going on in the world today? Climate change, I really don't know much about that. I kind of, I hope that everything can get okay and be all right as it relates to the climate change, to people who are in charge of that, but I do know a little something about climate change because I was known for making it snow and making it rain in strip clubs with all of my money, and I kind of like, so I do kind of understand what it is as related to climate change, because when I throw my money in the air, everyone goes around the world, run around in the club in a frenzy, so I do kind of understand about climate change. Floyd Mayweather will Floyd will find any way to turn the conversation about him. Floyd, what do you think about Floyd? What do you think about the airlines saying that they're going to have a day off on a Sunday? Yeah, I think it is kind of crazy that the airlines, are going to have days off on a Sunday. So anyone who would like to travel on those days, they wouldn't be able to travel because the airlines are taking time off. But me personally, I can't relate to that because by me having a private jet, I have a G4 jet that I bought about 10 years ago. It's a little something. It's old. But then I bought a new one. Thanks to Al Heyman and my team, Leonard Ellaby and my private jet. It runs 7 days a week. But Floyd go find a way. Shout out to Faye, man. Shout out to Floyd, man. So let's give Floyd Mayweather a round of applause, man. Oh, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. Floyd. My guy. Floyd, man, what you think about YouTube, man? What you think about YouTube? YouTube is a phenomenal company. I must say, it's giving all of the little guys an opportunity to feel like they have a piece of the pie, like George and Wheezy on the Jeffersons. So I really do think that's a good thing. The little guys deserve to eat too. But back in my day when we didn't have YouTube, I became so famous and popular, after I beat Oscar De La Hoya. Yeah, I did that. I beat him. And then I became the cash cow of the sport of boxing. And I changed my name from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money May. A lot of these fans I have today, they became my fans after the Money May era, but they don't know nothing about the Pretty Boy Floyd era. But, YouTube is pretty good, but, no one is not as good as though when they're not talking about me. See, if they're not talking about me, they don't get the clicks, the likes, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I'm doing YouTube a favor. My God. Let's give everybody, let's do this OJ. Let's give everybody a chat, round of applause that we're going to do this OJ Jew-Man style. I got there, Floyd, boy. That's my dog. Floyd is my dog. Yes, sir. Shout out to Tupac 13. Hey, okay. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Hey, okay. Shout out to John McSmith. What's going on, bro? Hey, okay. Shout out to And shout out to who else we have? Thomas Jones, what's going on, fam?
Okay.
Shout out to Charlo, my brother Charlo from the UK. What's going on, Charles?
Okay.
Shout out to let's see. Shout out to let's see, Thomas Jones. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Shout out to these are the people who was here earlier. Shout out to Jay Styles, John McSmith. Shout out to Damien. What's going on, fam?
Okay.
Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells once again. Shout out to Hector Garcia.
Okay.
Shout out to Jess Blaze.
Okay.
Shout out to Rod Rib Shows. What's going on, fam?
Okay.
Rod Rib Shows. What's going on, fam? Let's go on. Let's see. Shout out to Rod Real Shows. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. I was looking at a text message. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to who else we have? Jess Blaze. Shout out to Nobody Today USA Boxing. And the Nobody Today USA Boxing family. Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to the Queen Lil Green Eyes P. Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to Puerto Rican Ron. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Jason Elliott. Shout out to Ricky VW. Ricky V Dub. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Eastside. What's going on, Eastside Leak? Haven't seen you in a minute. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. What's going on? Shout out to Jason Elliott. What's happening, bro? Right here on the Chitlin Circuit, man. Yeah, man, the Chitlin Circuit. Shout out to we gotta let YouTube send out all of the notifications. You know what I mean? But anyways, shout out to the Queen Kelly Malia. What's going on? What's going on, sis? Shout out to Damian Bennett. What's going on? He said people seem to forget that it's prize fighting. Woo! Boy. Shout out to Martin Leal. Shout out to PBC Fanboy. Boy, we're going to have some fun with this one today. Shout out to E. Mesa. Shout out to Ali Muhammad. Shout out to my main man Jawad. He say Floyd the GOAT. Yeah, man. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Tupac Threse. Shout out to who else we have in the building, man. I think that's it. Graham Taylor, Alex. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Miami Kid Jay. What's going on, Miami Kid? What's going on, fam? Salute to the MIA. You know Miami-Dade County. Born and raised in the county of Dade. So shout out to TWD and them boys, man. That was one of my songs by Trick. Born and raised in the county of Dade. Shout out to that was DJ. I think that was DJ Khaled, but they had Trick on there. Shout out to Best of the Best. Shout out to Juan Lopez. Crazy part about it, DJ Khaled not even from Miami. Shout out to Bruce Goals in the building. Shout out to OG Sinister. OG Sinister, yeah. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez. What's going on, fam? Paco, what's going on? What's going on, homie? Shout out to Bruce Goals in the building, the OG Bruce. Shout out to Best of the Best. Let's see. What's going on? Shout out to who else we have? I think that's it. Best of the Best. I think that's it. Let's get into this. Boy, I can't start laughing already, boy. Motherfucking dog, Flizzo, Floyd. I be damn. I told you guys a while ago, and I broke this down to you. I say, man, you don't understand. In the sport of boxing, we have stuff that's called strategically choreographed careers, records, right? And some of your favorite fighters, and I get it, I understand you love him so much. He's from my city. He's my favorite fighter. And I just everything about him is just, I get it. And anything that does not conform to what you already want to believe, especially if it's the truth, I know it's just the truth is too strong. I can't. Right? I get it. I understand. So I'm gonna try to be as gentle as possible today. I'm gonna try to be as as gentle as possible today. But I told you how the sport of boxing works, guys. You know, and I broke down to you what a promoter is, what a matchmaker is. Matchmakers and promoters, they do what? They work hand in hand. What I love about Floyd Mayweather, he broke it down to us and told us exactly what was going on. Some people heard it differently, and some people heard what what Floyd said exactly the way he said it. Me, I heard it exactly the way he said it. And I understood exactly what he meant when he said it. What I love about Floyd, he was honest. He told the truth. So I can't even get mad or upset anymore because Floyd told me, look, this what it is, baby boy. We work smarter, not harder. Working smarter, not harder. What does that mean? Let's peel back the layers of that. We're going to find out what it means, right? We're going to find out what that means. So working smarter, not harder. You know, quite a few fighters do that from time to time. They do. It is what it is. Every fighter has done it at one point in time. Yes, your favorite fighter has been accused of working smarter, not harder before. To a fanboy, that doesn't make sense. This is why I don't like fanboys, but to a fanboy, that doesn't make sense because they praise these fighters, they worship. No, this is my favorite. He's the one. He is my savior. And he will beat Batman, Superman, Iron Man, the entire Fantastic Four. He'll beat Goku, Frieza, Vegeta, Gamma Rock, Mothra, Godzilla, King Kong. He would beat Voltron, Optimus Prime. Yes, I know he hasn't fought these guys, but I know he'll automatically beat them. I know he will automatically beat them, and we don't need to see none of these other fights. I get it. I understand. But we gonna go over this, man. What main man Floyd Money made. I'm gonna give you guys just a taste of what I'm talking about. Let's pull up Exhibit A. And then we're gonna talk about Money Made, and then we're gonna accept phone calls, right? We're gonna accept phone calls, right? We're gonna accept phone calls. Now, Floyd did say something that I did like. He said that he said something that I like. He really did say something. Said a lot of things that I like, to be honest with you. Said a lot of things I like. Exhibit A. Do you remember this fight, guys? Remember after our good brother Tank Davis fought Mario Barrios? This is the post-fight press conference. I hope you guys remember that. And our good brother Floyd Money Mayweather, he said it best. And let me see, will it play?
Is there anything at all where you'd like to kind of fight next as far as 130, 135?
Now, he's asked, as a matter of fact, let me see, can I pull this? I want you guys to hear this. Now, after the fight, I played this before on multiple occasions. After the fight, the reporter asks our good brother, our young brother, Tank Davis, who do you plan on fighting next? And after Mario Barrios fight, Tank Davis immediately looked over to Floyd, right? He immediately looked over to Floyd. I explained to you guys what's going on, and what I love about Floyd Mayweather, all jokes aside, Floyd just gave it to us straight, and I respect that about Floyd. I really respect that about Floyd. I really do. Let's hear it though. Sorry about that. It's gonna come on now. Wait a minute, guys. I respect that about Floyd. So don't hate the player, hate the game.
And you said in the ring after that you don't necessarily know what you want next, that you're going to rely on your team. Is there any inkling, anything at all of where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130, 135? Anything at all?
His team going to take care of that. Our thing is this. We work smarter, not harder. So we keep everything in-house. Mayweather Promotions, PBC. We all work family, so we're not going to go nowhere and make another company great. So we got plenty of fighters. There's at 140, 135, and 130. We will continue to fight the fighters that we got to fight.
So there you go. Floyd said it best. He said, "Hey, listen." They asked Tank Davis. I played this for you guys a while ago. And I'm telling you exactly this is what's going on. I told you this. What I love about Floyd, he came out and just said it. And that's what I love about Floyd. He came out and he just said it. That's what I love about him. He said that, hey man, you know, we got a lot of fighters that Tank Davis can fight with. Mayweather Promotions PBC. You know, we're not looking to make another promoter rich. And he said specifically that we are only going to do in-house fights. That's what he said. He didn't lie to us. He told us the truth. Some of us didn't like it because that doesn't mean that we're going to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. But some of us loved it because some of us believe in putting our favorite fighters in protective custody. And I told you they had the PBC Witness Protection Program over there. So that's so what I love about Floyd, he told us the truth, dog. You can't hate that. You cannot hate that. He told us the truth, right? So let's move on. But I wanted to play this because I'm going to give it some context. Let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next. They were supposed to fight Rolly Romero, right? Remember that? Rolly Romero mysteriously has to pull out. In comes Isaac Pitbull Cruz, the man right here. Let's go.
Of Mayweather Promotions, Mr. Leonard Ellerby. Hey, Ron, thank you. Thank all the media for joining us today. This is an exciting matchup with, again, the most exciting fighter in the world to my left, taking on Isaac Cruz, again, who's a tough, hard-nosed lightweight. He's a top 10 contender across the board with all the ratings. He's a very, very exciting young fighter himself. And he's looking to come and knock Tank off his throne. The country of Mexico is riding very high. Off of the big Canelo win where he made history. And there's a big opportunity for Cruz to stand up for his country. And he's going to be looking to take Tank right on out. And I know for quite some time, I've been having my eye on him, talking with my good friend Sean Gibbons for quite some time.
All right, so I don't have to play no more. I'm giving you a sequence of things so you'll get an idea of what's going on, because some people are still in denial to this day, and I understand they're still in denial. To this day. They're still in denial to this day. True. But I'm gonna lay it out. I'm gonna lay it out what's going on. I'm not, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just laying everything out, and then we're gonna go straight to my brother Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Money Man. We're gonna go straight to Floyd, right? We're gonna go straight to Floyd. As a matter of fact, is this Floyd right here? Let's see. 240. Let's hear. Sorry, I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. Let's look and see exactly. He said, bro, why? He said, bro, why bring up Canelo? The reporter asked about Canelo. You should ask the reporter, Johnny Blaze. You should ask the reporter why they brought up Canelo. And that's why I'm showing you these interviews. You can go ahead and look at these interviews.
They asked me about that before. I take my hat up to Julio Cesar Chavez, a legendary champion.
As a matter of fact,
we seen what happened with him and Pernell Whitaker.
Let's see.
Giving these guys these cupcakes.
Hold on, here you go. Right, here go Floyd. Here go Floyd.
People was my age when I fought Canelo.
Okay, here you go. A question was asked. This is a Canelo question. So I'm gonna let you guys see this. This is a Canelo question, and Julio Cesar Chavez, and then they're gonna get the Canelo. So let's go ahead.
One of my easiest victories.
No, hold on. You know what? No. I think Floyd brought Canelo up. So they're asking Floyd about how does he feel about fighting Julio Cesar Chavez in the exhibition. Hey, listen to this, Floyd. Oh, that dog, old Floyd, boy. That's my dog.
They asked me about that before. I take my hat up to Julio Cesar Chavez, a legendary champion.
But it's something else.
With him and Pernell Whitaker. Like I said before, with this scoring system, this been going on since a long time ago. If I'm not mistaken,
here you go.
One of my easiest victories. That was Oscar. That was easy. You fought Oscar, right?
Hey, listen. Floyd be throwing shade like a light post. Floyd be throwing shade, boy. He throw shade. And he looked like he just being so humble and sincere. You see Leonard back here with a smirk on his face. Then, bro, listen, we gonna get it. We finna unravel everything. As you can see, this is Barry Hunter, and this is Tank's other coach. I forgot his name. That's his other coach from his main man. I forgot his name.
If he felt he fought Oscar, how old was he? How old was he? No, he wasn't 37 when he fought Oscar. He was a little bit younger.
Here you go.
Well, do your homework. Look it up. Look it up. I need y'all to look it up right now.
All of this. Shout out to FightHype.com.
What was my age when I fought Canelo?
There you go. Now he brings up Canelo.
And they say, oh, they talk about these fighters. All these fighters gonna end up beating more world champions than Floyd Mayweather. You guys had 100 and some fights, 200 and some fights, 70, 80 fights. You'll still be more world champions than all y'all. Eventually, y'all will be more world champions if y'all keep giving these guys these cupcakes. Because I got these guys fight in their cruiserweight, even though, I want to see the cruiserweight guy.
Wait. So, now that caught my ear right there. Floyd say, of course you're going to be able to fight more world champions than me if you keep giving these guys these cupcakes. Bruh, when I heard Floyd say that, I said, bruh, no, he didn't say that. If you keep giving these guys these cupcakes. So, Floyd, you have to know, my brother, with all due respect, Floyd, you have to know when you say that people are going to break your world champion record if you keep giving these guys these cupcakes. You have to know when you say that, my brother. People are looking at you sideways when it comes to Devontae Davis. No, I know, Floyd. It doesn't work that way, my brother. Floyd, that's my guy. But boy, I got to call him out on this one here, boy. Floyd, you cannot throw shade. And I know I'm the king of throwing shade, but I think Floyd is the king maker of throwing shade. You can't throw shade. He said, you know, people gonna break the most world champion record because if you keep feeding these guys these cupcakes when you are feeding your fighter cupcakes. Oh, I know that hurt. I know that hurt some fanboys. Oh my God, I know it hurt you, man. But no, listen, dog. Come on, man. Listen, you can't say, put it this way, I'm going to try to be as objective as possible, right? Because we're going to keep it 100 done all across the board. You can't say, if you are a favorite fighter, and if you are a fan and your favorite fighter is someone in the 135-pound division or 140 division or heavyweight or whatever the case may be, right? Your favorite fighter, whoever your favorite fighter is, you can't sit here and point the finger at another guy that's a champion and say, oh, man, he fighting cupcakes while ignoring the fact that your favorite fighter is fighting cupcakes. I mean, the irony in that alone. But let's continue.
I got the age. It's 36. And Oscar was 25.
And so how old was I when I fought Canelo? I think about 36, right? 36. Mm-hmm. So you see the difference.
Yeah.
So you see the difference.
By the way, how did it feel to have Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran?
Oh man, Floyd.
Cheer for you in Mexico when you got the gold belt. That was an epic moment.
Now, I'm going to let you guys know something. Mauricio Suleiman loves Floyd Mayweather. Mauricio Suleiman and Floyd Mayweather made a lot of money together. While a lot of you ethnicity pushers are talking about, yeah, you know, Mauricio Suleiman, he Latino like us, we got to stick together. No. Mauricio Suleiman did a lot of business with this black man here for Floyd Mayweather. They made a lot of money together. Mauricio Suleiman, the only color he gives a damn about is green. The only color you give a damn about, these guys who push these narratives, is your skin complexion. See, in the business world, they don't give a damn about no petty ass YouTube beefs or dudes who hanging on the clicks because of what, you know, because of their race or their ethnicity. In the business world, Mauricio Suleiman and these other guys, the only color they give a damn about is green. You know, but if you ain't on that level, and none of us is, we'll never understand that. Because we look at things more of a, you know, we take things differently on the ground. But when you're on their level, the only color they give a damn about is green. Mauricio Suleiman don't give a fuck about whether you Mexican, white, black, Asian. He don't give a damn. He's gonna do what makes sense financially. Him and Floyd made a lot of money together. Remember that. So let's keep going on.
Legend too. Me and Legend too. You know the legend. Real gonna respect real, no matter how much they may trash talk. You know, they did it in their era. I did it in my era. And Sugar Ray Leonard to come on record and tell you this.
All right, so let's stop right there, because we're gonna I'm gonna break this shit down like a 57 Chevy, right? Now let's go. Now Floyd Mayweather says that Tank Davis gets a lot of hate, not because they hate Tank, but because they hate Floyd. This is what he says. I'm gonna pay the receipt for you, right? He says that Tank Davis really doesn't have haters. No one really hates Tank. It's the fact that the people, you know, they hate Floyd Mayweather so much, whether it's the Pactards or the Cinnabons. Remember the names you guys gave me? You guys gave me some names that you call each other online. You said the Tank Heads, the Pactards, the TL Females, the Flomos, the Bud Sexuals, the Aerosexuals, the Wildettes. These are the names you guys gave me the other day. The other day you gave me this name, the Wildettes, the Gypsy Queens, the PBC D-Riders, that's what I call them. Or the PBC ass kissers, the Haymanites. Remember these names you guys gave me the other day? So, you know, you'll have some Pactards and some Cinnabons, and let's see who else. Probably some Teal Females, maybe, and a couple of those crews. They'll probably, you know, say, they'll probably, don't like Tank because of Floyd. Oh yes, and that might be some validity to that, to what Floyd is saying. Right? I'm not saying all, but that might be some validity to that. Because if you got a guy who you hated because he beat all of your fighters, he made the most money in the history of boxing, and you just hated this guy, you cannot stand this guy, and you paid money, pay-per-views every time, hoping, wishing, praying that someone would beat this guy, knock this guy out, and he keep coming back victorious. So if this guy get a fighter that he's promoting, you know what I mean? And he's a part of that guy's team, that hate automatically transfers over to that, Tank. So this is what Floyd is saying. He might have a point as it relates to this. He might, but let's keep going on. You know, it's because, as they say, because they hate him, and I think Floyd may have a point to a degree, right? Now, the hate for Floyd Mayweather when he was a fighter was so strong from certain ethnic groups that some of these groups hate Floyd to this day. They hate Floyd Mayweather with a passion. A reporter even asked Floyd a question that was considered racist. I'm gonna let you guys hear this. By Floyd about all the Mexican fighters that he defeated in the ring. I want you guys to hear how this reporter phrased this question. He said something of the sort to where, hey Floyd, you know what, man? You've beaten every great Mexican boxer that came out of Mexico, or something of that sort. Now, if you're a Mexican, and I'm not a Mexican, but if you're a Mexican, you'll probably be sitting back saying, why the hell he got to say it like that? Floyd beat every Mexican boxer. What the hell are you trying to say? So Floyd immediately checked that promoter, checked that reporter, say, hey, look here, man, what you saying sound kind of racist. You might want to rephrase that. I'm going to let you hear that. That's what the reporter said. I'm showing you how these reporters be trying to race bait and just say like little slick slide shit. These reporters are good. The real good ones know how to slide it in and to get a reaction out of somebody. But Floyd didn't take the bait. He didn't take the bait, right? He didn't take the bait, right? So a reporter even asked Floyd a question about and then Floyd said that, hey man, listen man, that comment that you said it seems like it's kind of racist. You need to rephrase that, right? And what I did like about that, and Floyd did check him like a boss, like he should do. Floyd ended the exchange by saying that he would stick with his people no matter what. That's what he said. He said, we got to start pushing our fighters like Bruce Ennis and Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. This is what he said. I have no problem with that. He ain't wrong for that. You know why he ain't wrong for that? Because I had other fighters, other fans come on here and they say that, hey, they represent for their people. Ain't nothing wrong with you representing for your people. But guess what? There's nothing wrong with no one else representing for their people as well. Can't get mad at that, right? So now, just like Canelo's people stick with him no matter what, while everyone who criticizes Tank are not Floyd haters, and I'm one of Tank's biggest critics, They just want to see Tank fight 50-50 fights. At the end of the day, we just want to see Tank Davis fight 50-50 fights. That's all I want. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you believe that Tank Davis is the best fighter in the world. If you believe that, that has to be proven, right? So now, Floyd clarifies that he's not looking to put Tank in the ring against any stiff competition. This is why I played the video for you in the beginning after the Tank Davis Mario Barrios fight, where Floyd said that I'm not looking to make any other promoter rich. You know what we're gonna do over here with the PBC? You know, from Mayweather Promotions on PBC, we all like one big happy family. We have a plethora of fighters that Tank can fight over here. This is why I showed you that first, because I'm going somewhere with this. I told you guys what's going on. I told you guys what's going on, right? Floyd clarified that he's not looking to put Tank in the ring with any stiff competition. Even though I totally disagree with this strategy, Floyd, I do understand what Floyd is trying to do. What is he trying to do, Coach Malachi? Floyd is trying to make the most money for his fighter while taking the least amount of risk. So fighting 50-50 fights is out of the question as it relates to Tank Davis. So if you're a Tank Davis fanboy, this is the reality of the situation. You might not have a problem with that, and that's fine. Most fanboys don't. Fanboys do not want to see their fighter have tough fights. They want their fighters to go down the easy streak or the yellow brick road, and then we can just praise him and worship him and say he the greatest, and that's what they want. And I get it. I understand that. I'm not here to try to change your mind. I'm just here to lay out the facts, what Floyd was saying. Floyd told us in the Mario Barrios press conference what the lick was, what the lick read. He told us this here. Some didn't. Some heard what they wanted to hear, and some heard it exactly the way he said it. I am the one that heard it exactly the way Floyd said it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe with the like button. We're going to have to get those likes up, and we want to open up the phone lines. We're going to open up these phone lines in a few minutes. We want to open up these phone lines in a few minutes. We have 67 likes. We got to get over 100. We got 192 people here. We need 150 likes. Now, let's keep going, right? As I said before, what he mean by that is make the most money for his fighter, Tank Davis, while taking the least amount of risk. So 50-50 fights, we won't see that. That's out of the question as it relates to Tank Davis. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I respect the fact that Floyd told us the truth, even though I don't agree with it. Whether we want to accept the truth or not, that's up to the individual. But Floyd told us the truth. There was no bullshitting in Floyd. Most promoters, they won't tell you that. Most promoters won't even be honest with you. At least Floyd was honest with us. Right? But if certain fighters, but this is what I'm going to say, but if certain fighters can do what they want to do, then Tank Davis and other fighters should be able to do what they want to do as well. I don't want to hear nothing about, yeah, well, this fighter's over here. He's a boss. He can do what he want to do. Okay, well, if that fighter can do what he want to do, then we can't get mad at any other fighter for doing what they want to do. Now, me being a fan of the sport of boxing, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I want to see the best fighter fight the best fighters. But I get it. Everyone has their cliques, their crews. Everyone is a part. Listen, these are the names you guys gave me. And they're either part of the Tia Female crew, the Flomo crew, the Bud Sexual crew, the Tank Heads, the Pactards, the Wildettes, the Aerosexuals, the Cinnabons, the Gypsy Queens, the PBC D-Riders, and the Heyman Knights, and the Bob Fathers. Most people are a part of any one of these crews I just named. The Fanboys is a part of these names that you guys gave me 2 days ago, right? This is what it is. I don't agree with it, but I accept it for what it is, right? But what you're not going to do is, if you want to do what you want to do, if you want Tank Davis to fight Eastside Cruz and then all these other guys that I've never heard of, you can do that. If you're mad that, okay, Canelo is moving up the cruiserweight to fight a cruiserweight who no one has ever heard of before, if that's what he wants to do, guess what? He can do that. I ain't got no problem with nobody doing what they want to do from this point forward. But guess what? Do not ask me to pay for the fight, pay for the fight, pay-per-view when this dude is boxing. I've been in the game long enough to know. Don't ask me to pay for these fights when you're not giving me what I want as a boxing fan. If I can't get what I want out of your promoter as a boxing fan, I don't give a fuck who the fight is. If he ain't fighting who I want him to fight, I ain't paying for it any goddamn ways. Just let you know, I don't give a damn who it is. It could be a Mexican fighter. It could be an American fighter. It can be a Puerto Rican, a Dominican, a African, a European. It doesn't matter to me. An Asian. I don't give a fuck what race or nationality he is. If your ass ain't fighting nobody and ain't giving me the fights that I want, guess what? I would not be paying for it. Believe that. I don't give a damn who you is. Now, I want to ask you guys a question in the chat. Does Floyd Mayweather have a point when he says that people don't really hate Tank, they hate Floyd Mayweather? That's question one. And question two, does Floyd have a point again when he says that Canelo is ducking David Benevidez? And he said that, I forgot to mention that, but he said he's ducking David Benevidez as well. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna go straight to the chat, man. Shout out to was it Drama George Sue? I don't know how to pronounce it. We're just gonna say Drama. Shout out to Drama for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I think Floyd wants to build Tank up to a 500,000 pay-per-view, 500,000 pay-per-view buyer fighter with KOs and great record to ensure that when he fights 50-50, Tank is the A side. Okay. I mean, you know, me as a boxing fan, I just don't, you know. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Sorry about that, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We have less than 100 likes and we have over 200 people watching. We got to get the likes up. Before we open the phone lines, we need 150 likes before I open the phone lines. But let's keep going. The Queen Commissarine, shout out to the Queen Commissarine. She says no one is ducking Benevidez. He doesn't have anything. That anyone wants. You know what? And I totally, I hear what Floyd is saying about David Benevidez, but Floyd is coming from David Benevidez is what? A PBC fighter. He's a PBC fighter, so that's the guy who they want to see Floyd. PBC wants to see Floyd fight another PBC fighter. David Benevidez, he had his belt twice. He lost him both times on the scale. So whatever leverage that David Benevidez might have had in the past, he lost that when he started snorting cocaine and when he came in, he weighed too much on the scale. You know what I mean? So David Benevidez, Mauricio Suleiman, and I think is David Benevidez from Mexico? No, he was born over here, but he's from Mexican descent, right? So Mauricio Suleiman, he didn't say, oh man, you my Mexican brother, don't worry about it. He stripped that belt from his ass. You want to know why? Because the only color Mauricio Suleiman care about is green. That's the only thing they care about, green. Trying to get you guys to understand that, but I know some of you won't. Shout out to JBN for dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your board.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says, fighting bombs don't get you 500,000 pay-per-view buys. Exactly.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
No, it doesn't work that way. If he's trying to get him up to 500,000 pay-per-view buys, he's going to have to put him in there with better competition. Simple as that. Doesn't work that way. But I get it. I get it. I understand this very well. Let me look at and this is what Floyd say. This is what Floyd say Canelo is ducking David Benevidez at. Hold on, let me make sure I got this one right. I played that one, right? Yeah, I played that one. So we can shut that one down. We can I played that one. So let's go to this. This is what Floyd said he's ducking David Benevidez. I don't know. Jawan says that I think David a monster, but Canelo ain't ducking him now. Zorro Ramirez is a different story. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? So, if he ain't a PBC fighter, he probably ain't gonna have to worry about it. You know what I mean? But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see what Floyd got to say about David Benevidez.
So I'm the first fighter to hold 5 titles at one particular time.
So as you can see, Floyd always going to turn it, make the conversation about him. Floyd, what did you think about? Because Floyd in this video, he said that Teofimo Lopez was undisputed. He said that Teofimo was a former undisputed champion with the French fries belt, and then he said that so he said that, right? So now they're saying that Cambosos is when I say they, I'm talking about the WBC. It's saying that Kambosos is undisputed. A belt that's a status that's undisputed that you do not have to defend the title against, right? So this is what he said. But let's keep going. Floyd always find a way to turn the conversation into himself. Shout out to Christian Aguilar for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
She said, even if Tank fights Ryan Garcia, that's the biggest fight of both guys' career. He needs a real big name. No, sis. Kristen, listen, it doesn't work that way. Floyd specifically said that, hey, he's only going to make in-house fights for Tank Davis. You gotta respect his honesty. Like, if you're talking to Bob Arum, he ain't honest. Bob lies so goddamn much. And then Al Heyman, he don't talk at all, but he show you his fighters ain't fighting nobody. We know that. They ain't fighting nobody. And when they do step up and fight somebody, they get their ass whooped. So we know that. So, and these other promoters, they not gonna come be honest with you and tell you the truth. Floyd came out and just basically said, look here, dog.
But this ball is taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
He just basically said, look here, man, and this is hold on, just in case, before I play this, guys, just in case you didn't hear this. Let me play this again to put some perspective on this. Just in case you didn't hear this.
His team gonna take care of that.
Anything at all of where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130, 135? Anything at all?
His team gonna take care of that. You know, the league. I mean, our thing is this. You know, we work smarter, not harder. So we keep everything in-house. Mayweather Promotions, PBC. I mean, we all work family. So, I mean, we're not gonna go nowhere and make another company great. So we got.
So keep that in put that in its proper perspective. He said this 5 months ago when Tank fought Mario Barrios. He said, we keep everything in-house. We don't his team. Then when they asked Tank Davis, who is it that you want to fight next after this fight right here, after you had tonight? He said, and he looked and Tank, let me show you what Tank did. So what our good brother did. Let me show you what our good brother. Leonard looking over there too, smiling. I'm showing you the play now. This is what it is. They ask Tank the question, and he automatically looks over there to his right. And let's keep going. The camera pans over, and this is Floyd. So at least he told us the truth. You got to respect that. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I just respect it. But Leonard, do not ask me to pay for it. You ain't got to worry about me paying for it, though, right? You ain't got to worry about me paying for it. Just do not ask me to pay for it. When Canelo fought Abney Yildirim, I didn't pay for that shit. Fuck, I want to see him fight Yildirim for he was a mandatory. Yeah, that's cool, but I ain't paid to watch that shit. That shit was on the zone. You know what? I didn't have to pay because it was on the zone. It was right down the street from my house. Anyways, if it's a fight I do not want to see, I ain't paying for it. I'm not gonna pay for it. It's as simple as that. I'm just saying me. I'm not paying for this fight Sunday. I'm just letting you know. I'm not paying for this fight Sunday. But let's keep going on. So I let you hear that. So now, why did I let you hear that? Because I need you to hold on to that information that Floyd Mayweather gave us, because this is going to be the basis and the premise and the foundation from which all of your thoughts should resonate from. All of your thoughts should resonate from what Floyd Mayweather just said. All of your thoughts as it relates to Tank Davis should resonate. Even if you are a Tank Davis fanboy, all of your thoughts, all of your ideas as it relates to what you believe about your fighter, Tank Davis, everything should be grounded, rooted, and it should be based, derived, and everything that you should concoct in your mind and deliver should come off the basis should be, everything should be based on what Floyd Mayweather just said. This is why should nobody even get upset about the shit. He told you the truth. He said, reporter, hey Tank, what's your favorite color? Floyd, well, the thing is, this, well, the thing is this. When I was 21, you know, I won my first title. You know, I have a tremendous team. I made smart investments. I was a hell of a fighter. Yeah, that's Floyd. That's Floyd. That's Floyd. That's Floyd. That's Floyd. Yeah, that's Floyd. That's Floyd. That's Floyd right there. So this is so I had to let you guys hear that to give you some context, right? Canelo told you, he said, look, Canelo said, I do what I want to do. That's what he said, right? Canelo is the cash cow boxing. Everybody in the PBC is trying to fight him. You know, Jamal Charlo says he wants to fight him. Benevidez says he wants to fight him. You know, Caleb Plant already fought him. So everybody's trying to fight Canelo. Canelo said, I do what I want to do. Well, Canelo, you ain't gonna fight David Benevidez? He said, nah, I do what I want to do. I'm moving up the cruiserweight, and I'm gonna pick a brother, a black man from Africa, you know, from the Republic of Congo, formerly known as Zaire, under the dictator Mobutu, where Ali had the Rumble in the Jungle fight with George Foreman. That guy, and Don King was one of the main promoters in that fight. Yeah, that right there, that's who he chose to fight. And I'm happy that the brother man brother man is gonna get the bag from Canelo. Caleb Plant got the bag. Might as well let somebody else get the bag, right? So I'm glad that he did that. But this is why he said, I do what I want to do. Listen, they telling y'all what it is, dog. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying here is, as a fan, you're going to have to make a decision on who you want, what you want to buy, what you want to support. When they tell you the truth, believe them. When they tell you the truth, stop sitting back saying, yeah, he said that, but this is what he really meant. No. He said what he meant. One guy said, I do what the hell I want to do. I earned that right to do that. I'm undisputed. I cleaned out the super middleweight division. And guess what? He did. You had 4 champions in the middleweight division. Neither one of them was fighting each other. Super middleweight division. Nobody was fighting each other. And then this kid from Mexico come through, said, God damn, well, Caleb Plant ain't trying to fight Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders ain't trying to fight Callum Smith, and Callum Smith ain't trying to fight this other dude. Well, goddamn, since ain't nobody trying to fight nobody, and they've been champions for 2 years or more in the division, why don't I just come through and in 11 months unify the whole division to become undisputed? So when people say, oh man, you know, he ain't fought nobody in the super middleweight division, that's fine, you can say that, but what you fail to realize is you had 4 champions that were there that wasn't fighting each other. 2 of the champions were on the same side of the street, Caleb Plant and David Benevidez. They were on the same side of the street and couldn't even get a fight with each other. So much for that, you're on the wrong side of the street. Sometimes you can be on the same side of the street and you still can't get the goddamn fight. So respect what they tell you. Don't let the fanboy get in your head and be like, no, see what it is, what it is. No, as a matter of fact, let's find that. Let's find that. You know, don't let the fanboy get in you and you say, you see what it is, see what it is, baby boy. See what had happened was. No, we ain't doing that. The man telling you what it is. The man telling you what it is. So you gotta respect that, right? Floyd got his ice on around his neck, looking like Mr. T. Now let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Let's go back here. Let's go back here, right? Let's go back here. Let's carry on. Floyd, what else you got to say, my brother? I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. Floyd Mayweather, what else you got to say, my brother?
Now, I don't know if nobody has done that now. We got, I think we got Canelo right now, got 4. What, 3? I don't know what the number. I think he got 4. And then he's going up to cruiserweight. He's fighting a guy that's really not, you know, the guy look up and down, but it is what it is. All right, so he says that Canelo's moving to cruiserweight, and the guy's like, he's up and down, but it is what it is. Now, let's stop right there. In order for Floyd Mayweather to criticize Canelo for moving up the cruiserweight to fight a guy that he says is, you know, he's up and down, but it is what it is. In order for you to justify criticizing Canelo, you can't criticize Canelo on one hand, but then on another hand, tell me that, at Mayweather Promotions, we're not going to make another promoter rich. We have a plethora of fighters that Tank Davis can fight within the PBC program, witness protection program, in the Mayweather Promotions. Yeah, so, you can't, this is the problem I have with that. I have no problem with you criticizing Canelo for fighting an opponent that you deem not as good.
But how can you do that in one breath, but get me Aesop Cruz, tell me he's the Mexican Mike Tyson, Aesop Pitbull Cruz, he's the Mexican Mike Tyson. I ain't never heard of this nigga. And they fighting goddamn Saturday on Sunday. They fighting on Sunday in Los Angeles. You can't do that, Floyd. You can't do it. And Floyd is my guy. I love Floyd. Floyd is probably he's in the top 5 or 10 dead or alive. That's my guy. Love Floyd. Love Floyd Mayweather. But I gotta be honest. See, the difference with me is I can love a fighter, a former fighter. I care nothing about Floyd Mayweather, the promoter, but a former fighter, but I can still be honest. Because I ain't on no fanboy shit. I'm not one of the Flomos or the gay weathers. That's not me. I don't hold on to other fighters' pubic hairs like these fanboys. I don't do that. You got to be honest. I have no problem with you telling me that you're going to do only in-house fights for Tank. I have no problem with that. Nothing wrong with that, Floyd. But guess what? I'm not going to pay for it. And I have no problem with Canelo moving up the cruiserweight to fight the brother from the Republic of Congo. Never heard of the guy. But guess what? I'm not going to pay for it. See, I have a choice. and what I want to pay for and what I want to play for. That's it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Oh, man, wrong sound effect. Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
She said I missed the super chat. Oh yeah, Monica, I got you. She said Thomas Jones said keep preaching, coach. Yeah. Shout out to Monica. Shout out to Monica Sylvie.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that bam $1 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Queen. I appreciate that, Queen. That's all I'm saying. I'm past the, you know what, man, I'm gonna get mad because of this and that. I'm past all that get mad shit. I'm not getting mad. I respect Floyd. I respect the fact that Floyd told us the truth. Now, it's up to us as fans whether we want to buy the fights or not. I ain't never, and I get it. Aesop Cruz is a last-minute replacement. But forget the fact that Aesop Cruz is a last-minute replacement. Forget that. Rolly Romero wasn't nobody. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And once you tell me that your fighter is only going to fight in-house fights, that told me everything I need to know. That told me everything I need to know. I'm not buying no pay-per-views from any fighter that Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe promotes. Because you told me that, this is what you told me. Listen, I'm not going to give you the type of fights that you want to see. You're not going to see my top fighter fight another top fighter. So we won't see Tank fight Devin Haney. We won't see Tank fight, well, Teofimo's moving up, so we ain't got to worry about Teofimo no more. We won't see Tank fight Vasily Lomachenko or when Teofimo was there. Teofimo, we won't see him fight Kambosos. You won't see any of those fights. You want to know why? Because we don't believe in making another promoter rich. So once he told me that, I automatically knew what time it was. What you guys got to do is respect the fact that Floyd was being honest with us. Because that's something that you very seldom get from promoters. Honesty. He was honest. Now, it's up to you whether you decide you want to fight or not. That's all I'm saying. Whether you want to buy it or not, that's all. It's up to you, though.
I mean, it was up to me. Like we keep saying, we want to see Benevidez. Canelo, hell of a fighter. But my personal opinion, he's ducking Benevidez. That's just my personal opinion, and I'm allowed to speak my mind. That's just what it is.
Now look at the smirk on Leonard's face. Look at the smirk on Leonard's face. Leonard is laughing, kikiing, yada yada yada. He said that my personal let's see what Floyd said again, one more time, because I don't want to misquote him. It's my brother now.
WBO at junior middleweight, so I'm the first fighter to hold 5 titles at one particular time. Now I don't know if nobody has done that. Now we got I think we got Canelo right now. Got 4. What 3? I don't know the number. I think he got 4, and then he's going up to cruiserweight. He's fighting a guy that's really not. The guy look up and down, but it is what it is. I mean, it was up to me. like we keep on saying, we want to see Benevidez. Canelo, hell of a fighter, but my personal opinion, he's ducking Benevidez. You know, that's just my personal opinion.
All right, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. So he said, personally, he want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez. Okay, y'all got that right? Y'all got that right? Okay. Y'all got that. He said, personally, I want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez.
To this day.
But guess what, Floyd? I agree. I want to see him fight David Benevidez one day as well. He can fight him whenever he wants to fight him. Canelo does what he wants to do. But I got something else to follow up with that. If personally you want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez, then personally I want to see Tank Davis fight Teofimo Lopez. Okay. If you agree that, if you say that personally you want to see see Canelo fight David Benevidez, then personally I want to see Tank Davis fight Vasily Lomachenko. Okay. If you say that you want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez personally, then personally I want to see Tank Davis fight what my main man is, Devin Haney. Okay. That's your opinion. You say that's my opinion. Guess what? This is my opinion. This is my opinion. See, I'm a stickler for words. And I listen to what people say very carefully, because everything you say can be flipped around and thrown right back at you. Listen, let me tell you guys something. Floyd Mayweather is one of my favorite fighters of all time, period. Hall of Fame, he's a bad boy. I love Floyd Mayweather just as much as any other. I don't love him like these Flomos, these fanboys, and these, I don't love him like that. But I'm saying I got a lot of love for Floyd. That's my brother. But guess what? I have to call out the hypocrisy. Do not tell me you are being a hypocrite right here, Floyd. Do not tell me that you holding Canelo to a different standard, that you're holding your own fighter. Don't tell me that Canelo, you want to see him fight David Benevidez and all of that stuff there, a PBC fighter. And you say he's ducking Benevidez. I ain't going with that ducking shit. I don't think he's ducking David Benevidez. David Benevidez ain't had nothing to offer. David Benevidez had the belt twice. All David Benevidez had to do was keep the cocaine out of his nose and stop eating. He could have made weight, and he wouldn't have lost his belt on drugs. That's facts. Everything that happened to David Benevidez, that happened because of that was due to his own that was his own doing. David Benevidez was in control of his entire career. So when they sit back and say, oh man, he ducking this dude, he ducking that dude, and he waited to David Benevidez, which when the belt was gone, to try to move up to the super middleweight division and get the belts. Guess what? If David Benevidez would have kept the belts, we wouldn't be having this discussion. David Benevidez, he didn't lose his belt in the ring. No, he didn't. He lost his belt to cocaine. David Benevidez, ain't nobody beat him for him to lose his belt. No, didn't nobody beat him to lose his belt. But guess what? The hamburgers and cheeseburgers and pizzas beat him, and that's how he lost his belt the second time. So, listen, this for the David Benevidez argument. Right? So that's all I'm saying. I agree. I want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez to satisfy that argument. But don't be a hypocrite and tell me you want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez and you feel like he's ducking him. Well, if somebody can say, well, guess what? They feel like Tank Davis is ducking Teofimo. They feel like Tank Davis is ducking Devin Haney. They feel like Tank Davis is ducking Vasily Lomachenko. That shit come right back around. And guess what? Ain't shit you can say about it. This even has to make sense to a tankhead, a fanboy of Tank Davis. You see, when you throw that shit out there, it come right back to you. You see how I just flipped that? That's why sometimes you got to keep your mouth closed about some shit. Let's go.
And I'm allowed to speak my mind. That's just what it is. He's going up. He's going up to cruise, and I'm not knocking him, but he's going up to cruiserweight. And that same guy with that. He's be at the Mayweather boxing gym. The guys get really getting the best of them in the Mayweather boxing gym.
So this is classic. This is shade. This ain't no shade. You know how I say this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. While throwing shade at the same time. You know I'm a master at that. But Floyd Mayweather is the grandmaster of throwing shade. And he's I goddamn Floyd, boy. Floyd throwing shade. I don't know what it is with Canelo, but he's throwing shade, and he's throwing shade, right? Without throwing shade. You know, and he'll throw shade, then compliment you, throw shade, then compliment you. This is what Floyd do, boy. This is what Floyd do. Oh, man, bro. He'll throw shade, then compliment you. So he's saying that this fighter that Canelo is going to fight from Zaire, from the country formerly known as Zaire, the Republic of Congo. He's saying that fighter used to fight box in the Mayweather gym. Hey guys, let's get those likes up. Let's see what we got. We got 131 likes. We need 150. We need 19 more likes, guys. 19 more likes in order to open up the phone lines. He said that 19 more likes. He said that you know, that fighter used to be in his gym and he was getting beat up by Mayweather, by the sparring partners in the gym. So he's throwing shade at Canelo. He's throwing shade without throwing shade. Backhanded compliment.
If he's going to way, I mean, we got a lot. Benevidez can go and beat that same guy. He can beat that same guy at 168. So he's not doing nothing, you know, like I said before. But when you are putting
I got to hear Floyd say, you know, he's fighting the guy, you know, he's so whatever, you know, at cruiserweight. He's not really doing nothing. He said, but David Benevidez can move up and beat that same guy. So he's really not doing nothing. Bro, he's throwing all kind of shit. Shout out to Floyd for throwing all that shade, man. Hey, shout out to Drew for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Floyd knew better than to talking about Canelo like this while in Mexico last week. He talks more about Canelo than his fight. Johnny Blaze say Floyd doesn't throw shade. He throws the whole tree. Pooja Little said, just like his boxing style, keeps you on the end of his punches. Not kill shots, just enough to get your attention and annoy you. Imperial Kingdom say Floyd throws shade like a check left hook. Oh, let's see. The Queen Monica Silva, she said, let me get Son of God in here. Oh, you talking about Andre Ward. Hey man, he say so much shade. No, he said I need sunglasses. No sunglasses needed. Shade, what? Oh man, this dude, my goddamn Floyd. Floyd's so petty, man. He is so petty, man.
a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to.
So let's start right here. Now, listen, this is the shit that tripped me out. The hypocrisy, Floyd. Floyd, my brother. Oh, it pains me to do this. It pains me to do this. But the hypocrisy, you're saying that he's saying that Canelo is in a certain position and he can do what he want to do. He said, when I was in that position, I was able to pick and choose and do what I wanted to do. So how you gonna not clown, but how you gonna throw shade at someone for being in the same position that you were in, the power position, to be able to pick and choose who you wanted to fight, when you wanted to fight them on your terms? How you gonna throw shade at someone for doing that while admitting the next sentence that you did the same thing? True. Yeah, bro, I like the irony. And this is my guy. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. This is like, come on, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm saying. And listen, that rocks with Floyd, but come on, man. Come on, man. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. She says, we can agree to disagree, but y'all gotta chillax with the personal name calling on others in the chat. Oh, who doing personal name callers? Yeah, man, y'all come on, man. Y'all don't be listen, don't disrespect the women, dog. We do not disrespect the women in the chat. Well, I don't play that shit. That's grounds for immediate block. Don't disrespect the women, don't attack the children, dog, and y'all just, y'all just, I'm just, let me do what I'm gonna do. But anyways, man, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Twitter. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Facebook. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Amazon Music and Spotify as well. That's all I'm saying, bro. Shout out to Joe Smith. I'm finna open up the phone lines, guys, for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey,
See what we got.
Super chat received.
We need 5 more likes. We need five more likes, and we need to I open up the phone lines. He said, Joe Smith said, that is Floyd's problem with Canelo. He is in a position Floyd used to be in, and Floyd doesn't like it. Hey, you know what? You might have a point. I didn't even think about that. You might have a point. Let's listen to this one more time, dog. Let's listen to this.
But he's going up to cruiserweight, and that same guy with that, he's be at the Mayweather boxing gym. The guys really getting the best of him in the Mayweather boxing gym. So if he's going up to quote cruiserweight, I mean, that's good. We got a lot. Benevidez can go and beat that same guy. He can beat that same guy at 168. So he's not doing.
Look at Linda smiling.
Like I said before. But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in the position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right. But do I like this fight? Absolutely not. We want to see Benevidez.
Listen, now let's start right there. Boy, that's a whole lot of minutia to unpack right there. Let's start right there. You sat right here, my brother Floyd, and said, when you're in the position, to yada, 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 and that's cool. He can do that. He said, but like me. And then he brought it right back to himself. You know how Floyd do it. Now, right back to me. Right back. Let's throw it right back to me now. Now, when I was in that same position, you know what I mean? I was able to pick and choose who I wanted to fight. He just said this. But you can't, if you're admitting, Floyd, if you are admitting, sir, that you are in a position to pick and choose and fight who you wanted to fight, once he beat Oscar De La Hoya, he was the guy. Floyd became the guy. He's the highest. No boxer alive has made more money than Floyd Mayweather. I think he grossed $1 billion. No, ain't nobody touching that. So I don't know. But you can't sit back and say that, criticize or say that Canelo for being able to be in the same position that you was in to pick and choose who he wants to fight while admitting that you did the exact same thing. And if you say, look, we want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez, let's make it happen. Okay, we want to see Tank Davis fight Teofimo Lopez, let's make it happen. Okay, we want to see Tank Davis fight Vasily Lomachenko, let's make it happen. All I'm saying, Floyd, is this: I want you to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Oh yeah, sorry, but I already got that super chat. Keep that same energy. That's all. You can't have it both ways. Shout out to Mike T for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says sounds very hypocritical in front of himself. Thomas Cruz says, Coach, Floyd beat everyone. No, Thomas. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 47. I've been following Floyd since the amateurs. There were some fighters that he didn't. Well, you know what? He did beat everyone. Sorry about that. I misunderstood. I thought you meant to say he fought everyone. No, he did. He did beat everyone. Yes, he did. But we're not even talking about Floyd as a fighter. We're just saying that we're talking about the hypocrisy. You can't sit back and criticize one fighter for moving strategically because you don't agree with how he's moving, while admitting at the same time that when you were in that same position, you did the same thing. And then you're telling us that you're going to do the same thing with Tank. I'm not mad at whoever Tank fights. I don't care who he fights. Tank can fight 15 amateur fighters. I don't care. But guess what? You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to pay for it. If Canelo don't fight the guys who I want him to fight, guess what? I'm not going to pay for it. If David Benevidez, well, he's not even a pay-per-view guy. So anybody who does pay-per-view, any fighter that does pay-per-view whether it's Errol Spence or Deontay Wilder or whoever, any fighter that does pay-per-view, if you're not going to give me the fights that I want, guess what? I ain't going to pay for it. So I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping on it. All I'm saying, I just point out the hypocrisy. That's all. I just point out the hypocrisy. That's it. I just point out the hypocrisy, dog. And you got to hear the hypocrisy in that. If you don't hear the hypocrisy in that, that's I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Right? Let's check this one out. Let's look at this before I open up the phone.
About him believing in himself.
Check this out.
To make the fights happen.
They're talking about Isaac Pitbull Cruz.
And that's what we've done thus far.
Listen to this.
What do you think is the biggest opportunity for Tank? And obviously not overlooking past Isaac Cruz, because we just saw what happened this past Saturday. But what do you think is the biggest opportunity for Tank?
Well, we got different goals. The ultimate goal in the beginning was, to become world champion. And we constantly want to, beat different top guys.
So they asked him a question about the goals that they have for Tank Davis, and he said first it was for Tank to become a champion. He's breaking it down. Listen, guys, whether you like Floyd Mayweather or not, take your feelings out of it and listen to what he's saying. I'm trying to educate you guys on something. Listen to what Floyd is saying. You have to respect the fact that he's being honest. He's basically telling you, look, Tank ain't finna be fighting no 50-50 fights. We're going to cherry pick. We're going to find somebody within the PBC roster, and he's going to continue to fight those fighters. We're going to put them on pay-per-view, and y'all going to pay for it. That's what he's telling you. You got to respect that.
But we can't call any particular names out. We just want to, fight the best. And he's never not. He's never going to get his credit that he's really due, because they're really just jealous of me. It's really not him. All he's doing is going out there, beating the guys that's put in front of him.
So he's saying that, people don't really hate Tank. They jealous of, they jealous of Floyd. So he's saying that, because of people don't like Tank, the people who don't like Tank, it's not the fact that they don't like Tank. They really don't like Floyd. And this is why it's rubbing off on Tank. Right? This is what he said. And then he said that we're not going to call no names, but we want to see Tank, fight the best. I'm like, but that's a whole nother can of worms right there. But you get what I'm saying. So I want to ask you guys, does he have a point that people really don't hate Tank? It's the fact that the Floyd Mayweather haters, they hate Floyd so much that this is why they hate Tank Davis. And this is why I asked you guys this in the chat. Because I'm telling you, I ain't paying for certain shit. I don't give a damn what you tell me. Floyd, I don't give a damn how much I like Floyd. Guess what? You ain't gonna piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. I ain't doing that. Once you told me 5 months ago that we have a plethora of fighters that Tank Davis can fight with Mayweather Promotions in the PBC. We're like one big happy family. I don't believe in making another promoter rich. Once you told me that was all I needed to know. He says, to be honest, I think Floyd secretly does feel Tank is fully ready. Floyd, he say Floyd is strictly is a strict marker, and he sees Tank get touched up a bit. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm saying don't hate. All I'm saying is don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. That's all I'm saying. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. He said I agree that WBC have probably tested Canelo more. But he keeps away from the right ones. He's not fought anybody I felt could shut me up. Shout out to Monica. She said most of these promoters doing this, not just Floyd, right? I agree with you, Coach. Yeah. Most of the promoters, Monica, are doing this. Now, I will say this, though. Bob Arum, he does have his top fighters fighting each other. But you're right about that. All these promoters are doing mostly in-house fights. That's pretty much what they do. They like to do in-house fights, right? But if you're going to give me, Monica, if you're going to give me an in-house fight, give me a Teofimo versus Vasily Lomachenko. Give me a Jose Pedraza versus Josh Taylor. If you're going to give me an in-house fight, give me a Stephen Fulton versus what's my brother name? Brandon the dude who just fought. Both of these guys are PBC fighters. Brandon the fighter who looked like a model. in the bantamweight division. You know, but you know what I'm talking about. That guy. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I just want to see the best fighters fight the best fighters. I get it. I don't believe in putting people in the PBC Witness Protection Program. I don't believe in protecting fighters. But I get it. I'm old school. You know, 47. You know, I come up in the era where I saw Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns, Duran, you know, Azuma Nelson, Salvador Sanchez, you know, Julio Cesar Chavez, you know, Roger Mayweather, your Butter McGraw. I grew up in a different era. Pernell Whitaker, you know, Roy Jones Jr., you know, B-Hop, you know, James Lights Out Tony. I came up in a different era, and I understand. What pissed me off is when you had them old crested niggas making excuses and putting up barriers behind it for these fighters. When the era that these old crested niggas grew up in, they didn't do that. The hypocrisy of it. I love Floyd Mayweather, dog. Like, that's my guy. I fucks with Floyd, but I can't cap for him on this. The hypocrisy in this, dog. Don't tell me you want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez when you're denying us the right to see Tank fight the Lomachenkos, the Lopez's, and the Devin Haney's. You can't do that. You can't do that, dog. I'm just saying, for me, that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. But listen, if you tell me that this fighter should be fighting King Kong, I'd be damn, your fighter better be fighting Godzilla. That's all I'm saying. If you tell me that this fighter should be fighting King Kong, then I'd be damn, your fighter better be fighting Godzilla. That's what I'm saying. Don't say, hey, you know what? I want to see this fighter fight King Kong, but my fighter gonna be fighting one of the Powerpuff Girls. No. I can't cap, dog, because I'm not a fanboy. I can't cap. I'm not gonna do it, dog. I'm not gonna do it. Don't tell me, yeah, this dude here, he better be fighting motherfucking King Kong. He better be fighting King Kong. I want to see him fight King Kong next. He can't be picking and choosing. Okay, you're right. If you say he can't be picking and choosing, keep that same energy for Tank. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. The hypocrisy. If you didn't have a double standard, you would not have a standard at all. Let's continue on. Let's continue on, and then we're gonna go open up the phone lines. Now, I'm not gonna play much of this. Shout out to if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We do have the likes that we need. We need some more likes. But we're gonna open up the phone lines anyways. Now, this is kind of funny. Floyd Mayweather, I love this guy. This guy is hilarious. But Floyd will always all in the videos. He gonna take over. Tank literally cannot talk for himself. Let me show you. Exhibit A.
Mentioning he signed you after watching you face.
Here we go right here, guys. Now the guy's asking Tank a question about, explain to me how you felt, what happened when Floyd discovered you and he saw you sparring and he signed you. Now the guy asked Tank a question. Keyword, he's asking Tank a question. But you got Diddy all in the video. My dog, Floyd Mayweather. Here you go.
Tank, Floyd was mentioning he signed you after watching you face Devin Haney in a sparring session. With that,
y'all told me y'all had y'all got it in. Tell me you wasn't in
with that sparring session happened. Did you feel you were almost auditioning for Floyd at that point, or did you realize that might catapult you to where you're at now?
I think that, you know, it was I hate to mess up my opportunity. I couldn't go that, you know, a lot of people did that night, and that was my first time in the middle of the gym, so I had to go.
What you gotta say, Floyd?
It was getting it in. and I had to respect him because he wasn't in no shape.
Floyd,
he had a little gut. He never said that. At that particular time, it was getting it in. It was good work.
There was 1,000 people in there. You were sweating the skyline.
A people was in there.
Oh man, bro, you see what I'm saying? Listen, they asked Tank the question. Tank answering the question. Floyd debunked the whole goddamn conversation. That's my dog, Floyd. Floyd no debunk. Listen, Floyd, oh my God. Listen, this dude is hilarious. It's always about Floyd. True. It's always about Floyd. We cannot hear Tank say 2 words without Floyd or Leonard jumping in the goddamn conversation. When When Terrence Crawford was over there with Top Rank, and they said, well, he ain't speaking up for himself. You had certain channels calling him Top Rank Toby. He ain't speaking up for himself. But we support all black fighters. Those niggas. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, the hypocrisy in that. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I feel, I just feel bad for my brother. My brother Tank, man. He's in a situation he can't talk for himself. He can't say anything. He can't pick who he wants to fight. He just got to sit there and just, but he's a grown man. He's 27 years old, so.
Just them, two young competitors putting on a show. We had the gym on 100.
We're not gonna look at no more. We're not gonna look at no more. This is Floyd, though. This is Floyd. Shout out to Ride on the Storm for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to my main man, Retro Boxing, the documentary. Shout out to KQKC in the building, the singing OG. Shout out to him, man. And shout out to my brother KQKC, man. He got a good channel over there, man. Y'all go check him out. And shout out to my brother Retro Boxing, the documentaries. You guys check him out as well. My brother right here in the FLA, right here with me in the Gunshine State. Ride on the Storm. Shout out to Ride on the Storm for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says, salute, coach. What are the possibilities that Canelo Promotions will snatch up Tank when his contract is up with Mayweather? Eddie training Tank? Nah, bro, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. I'm not even going to entertain that, my brother. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. One thing about me, I just call out the double standards and the hypocrisies. That's what my channel is all about. My channel is a free fanboy zone. I don't give a damn about fanboys. I don't like the tier female fanboys. I don't like the Flomo fanboys. I don't like what the LDBC call the bud sexuals. I don't like the tank head fanboys. I don't like the packed hard fanboys. I don't like the Wildet fanboys. The Wildets, I got the most death threats from them. We love black people, though, huh? I don't like the aerosexuals. Those niggas is crazy, too. I don't like the Cinnabon fanboys. I don't like the Gypsy Queens. Oh, I had a rough experience with them as well. I don't like the PBC Dick Riders. Oh, I hate those guys. I don't like the Heyman Knights, and I don't like the Bobfather fanboys. Just letting you know. This is a fanboy-free channel. I don't do no D-riding for no channels. I don't do no D-riding for no fighters. I don't do no D-riding for no promoters. I don't do no D-riding for no promotional companies. We don't do that over here. I don't give a damn who it is. Shout out to Mike T for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says Tank should drop Mayweather Promotions and seek legacy. Man, he is ready for elite competition. If he does, he will shut all the haters up and gain more respect. No. Tank should just continue to do what he's doing. Keep his mouth closed, do what Floyd Mayweather tell him to do. He should continue to do what he's doing. I understand what you're saying, Mike T, but if he ain't got a problem with it, I ain't got a problem with it. He's 27 years old. He should keep his mouth closed, and whatever Floyd tell him to do, that's what he need to do. That's what Tank should do. That's what Tank should do, my brother. He say Tank, my brother Retro say Tank will never grow in the Floyd, ever. He is too much of a self-promoter. Yeah. Yeah, man, man. But listen, bro, what I respect about Floyd, is he told us the truth. He told us the truth, dog. That's all I'm saying. He told us, look, I know you guys want to see the best fight the best. That's not going to happen with Tank. Tank is going to fight who we tell him he's going to fight, and we have a plethora of fighters on the PBC and Mayweather Promotions that we can feed him to fight. He told you that. So, I mean, there's nothing else to get mad about. You see what I'm saying? He's saying Coach come with evidence of truth when he come to the box. And there's nothing to be upset and mad about. You feel me? There's nothing to be upset and mad about. I'm like, well, shit, at least he was honest. You know what I mean? I'm the type of guy, when you tell me something, I listen to every word. I listen to every letter in the word that you say, and I listen to how you say it. And I'm like, when you say something, no, that's what he said. That's what it is. I'm not one of these fanboys who trying to break down word. Well, nah, see, well, I know this is we know what he said, but what he really meant was this. What he really meant, detectives. Let's call them that. This is what he really meant, the detectives. Yeah. What he really meant, detectives who like to decipher what this is really a code, what he said. No, wasn't no code. He told us, no, we got a whole bunch of fighters over here with the PBC, and Mayweather promotes he's going to continue to fight. You ain't going to see no Teofimo fight. You ain't going to see no Lomachenko fight. You ain't going to see no Devin Haney fight. This going to be in-house fights. That's what he told us that, and that's what it's going to be. Respect it. You ain't got to like it, but guess what? I ain't got to pay for it.
To this day.
I ain't got to pay for it.
To this day.
I do not have to pay for it. True. I'm not gonna sit here and be complaining about some shit when the promoter done told me what the lick is. He told you what the lick read. He said, look here, baby boy, this what it is. Baby boy, this what it is, baby boy. You see what it is, See what it is, baby boy. See what had happened was. See, he telling you what it is. Don't get mad at Floyd. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Right? His job, I'm gonna try to make Tank as much money as I possibly can without him fighting high risk fights. He told us that. So let's let it go. Okay, let's let it go. That's all I'm saying. Let's let it go.
Nothing but fireworks.
This guy right here, my favorite promoter.
Can't give him nothing but credit. Coming into this fight, he's mentally prepared. Me and Sean had this conversation. It was probably about a little over a year ago.
You see this guy.
We had kind of had our eye on him, and coming off of the explosive performance. And
you see this guy.
I knew that he was on our radar and that he was eventually going to be a guy that Tank had to face. And obviously when Rolly fell out, he was already on the card. So he was not. This
is the press conference yesterday, guys. I do not own the rights to this material. I just want you guys to see this here. This is it right here, right? This is it right here. And so, bro, this is let's see what Barry Hunter got to say. One of my favorite trainers, Barry Hunter. Let's see what one of my favorite Hunter got to say.
Mr. Barry Hunter.
And he's promoting this fight. He's promoting this fight pretty good.
Let's go over to the Tank Davis side of it. Want to hear from one of Tank's co-trainers. This guy, let me tell you something. Besides being one of the best trainers in boxing, he is one of the best human beings.
So he's talking about Barry Hunter, and all this stuff there. Barry talking.
Audience, Tank, and I don't have to tell you guys, is an amazing fighter. Very explosive, very skilled.
See, these guys selling us shit and telling us it's chocolate payday.
He brings a lot to the table as pertains to the sport. So I'm just looking for a great fight, fan-friendly fight. We got all the confidence in the world in him, his abilities, and what we've done with him and his preparation. So looking forward to it. I want to thank Mr. Cruz, his dad, and his team for even accepting the challenge. It was short. It was last minute. Job for boxing, bringing revenue.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna play no more of this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. This dude, Isaac Cruz, he's gonna get murdered Sunday. He don't stand a chance. You could say I'm hating on Isaac Cruz. You can say, but coach, anything can happen. Upsets can happen. Look what happened to Cambosos. Okay, listen, you're right. Anything can happen. This is a cherry pick. This dude getting his ass knocked the fuck out. He would not make it past 3, and I'm not paying $75 for it. I promise you, I'm not paying for this shit. I don't bought Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter fight. I buy the fights. I ain't one of these internet. Let me tell you something. I don't want to talk about people because if you don't buy a fight, a lot of times people don't buy the fights because they're not getting the type of fights that they want. If you don't get the type of fights that you want as a boxing fan, you should not buy that fight. Do not buy that fight if you don't get the type of fights that you want. This is exactly what I'm telling you. But I bought the Terrence Crawford and Porter fight, $70. I bought 2 Canelo fights, Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, $80 a pop. No. Sorry about that. Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant was on DAZN. Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo was on DAZN. Sorry about that. But I bought the Canelo and Plant fight. I bought the pay-per-view. I bought the Tyson Fury Wilder fight pay-per-view. And I think it was another one. I done bought like 4 pay-per-views this year, 4 or 5. I don't spend over $300 on pay-per-views this year. So I support the fighters. But what I'm not gonna do, you're not gonna piss on my leg, tell me it's raining. You're not gonna shit on my plate and tell me it's meatloaf. We're not gonna do that. Nah, that shit ain't gonna happen with me. I don't give a damn. This dude getting his ass knocked the fuck out. As a matter of fact, bro, this shit, bro, I'll be surprised. And listen, I tell you what, if it go past 3, I should just make a friendly bet with somebody. I make a friendly. Oh, shout out to the queen lady saying she's in the building. I should make a friendly bet with somebody. Anybody want to bet me? If this fight go past 3 rounds, I'll send you a $10 cash out. Fuck it. Who want to bet me? If it go past 10 rounds, I send you 3 rounds. I give you a $10 cash out. And if it don't go past 3 rounds, you bet me $10 and send me a $10 cash out. We'll do something like this shit. This shit here, man. Come on, man.
Gervonta Tank Davis taking on Isaac Cruz.
This is the face-off.
Title on the line, unbeaten record on the line. You don't want to miss it. Tickets can be purchased at AXS.com. Again, AXS.com. Let's have our face-off.
Yeah, F Society, that is true. I did lose the last fight. I doubt if I lose this one, though. I doubt if I lose this one. I doubt it. True. Let's look at this shit. This the face-off now. This the face-off. $75 they charging for this. $75 they charging for this. I don't have a problem with the fight. I have a problem with the fact that, no, I don't even have a problem with what they charge. Because guess what? If I ain't gonna buy it, I shouldn't have no problem with it anyways, right? Look up this guy's Isaac Cruz. Watch all of his fights, but watch his last fight in particular. Watch his last fight in particular. This dude is going to get killed. The police will be sitting outside of the ring waiting on Tank Davis when this fight is over because his ass going to jail for murder. This is what's going to happen. I'm not mad at my brother Tank. Get your money, Tank. Tank, get your money. Get your money, boy. Shout out to Rick Lazarga. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I got Tank. I got 15 on Cruz. Listen. Okay, you got 15 on Cruz. I got you. I got 15 on Tank. I got 15 on Tank, fam. I mean, I got 15 on Tank. I got 15 on Tank. Go, but I'm gonna tell you, my brother. I know you probably ride with him because for whatever the reason may be, because he probably your Latino brother. If you are Latino, I'm gonna tell you something. This dude here getting laid out in 3. He getting laid out in 3. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know right now. Yeah, I got the Teofimo fight wrong with Cambosos. I got that wrong. Guess what? But I got a lot more right this year than I got wrong. But I doubt if I get this one wrong. And we haven't even went to the Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz fight. We haven't went to that yet, but we're gonna talk about that right now. His ass getting laid out in 3. I can tell you that right now. Will says, yo, coach, bet you for the 10. All right, Will, me and you got to bet for $10. I ain't betting no more than $10. I ain't betting no more than $10. I'm telling you right now. I got 15 and 10. So we got 15 and 10. Matter of fact, we got 15 and 10. He said, I bet it go past 3 rounds. Boy, hush. Boy, hush. Yeah, man, that's all I'm saying. This shit right here, boy, go look at this dude. Okay, he said he bet it go past 3 rounds. Let's do this. Let's do this. As a matter of fact, let me open up the phone lines. Sitting there doing all this goddamn talking. I ain't opening up the phone lines. Let's open up the phone lines. Phone lines, let's put the phone lines up here, guys. Shit. Open up the phone lines. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. Do not get mad at Floyd. Now, I did point out the hypocrisy where you're saying that, hey, you want to see Tank, you want to see Canelo fight David Benevidez and stuff like that. Okay, fine. If you can make a request to have Canelo fight someone who you deem is tough for competition, I should be able to make that same request as well. Respectfully, my brother. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. He says do a poll, coach. A poll on what? Oh yeah, she say 4 rounds and it's done. Okay, I do a poll. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Let's do a poll. Let's see. Yeah, wait. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me move. Let me end this poll. I just threw a poll up there. The hell just happened? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me do this poll right quick. Let's do this poll right. Because the people is what you guys say what matters. It ain't about me. It's about the people. We do this for the people, by the people, other people. You know what I mean? And whatever the people want to do, that's what we're going to do. So let's talk about the people, right? We're going to do this for the people right here. You know, you guys, let's do a poll. What round you think Esau Cruz getting his ass put to sleep in? What round do you think Esau Cruz, a guy who I've never heard of, is getting put to sleep in? Do you think it's going to be 1 through 3? Okay, we're going to do. What round will Tank KO the Mexican Mike Tyson? What round will he KO the Mexican Mike Tyson? Let's see. We're going to do rounds 1 through 3. Round 4 through 7. We'll do that, 4 through 7. Round 7 through 10. No, we know what we're going to do. No, we're going to do 7 through 10. We're going to say round 4 through 7. We'll do 7 through 12. And then you may have fight will go the distance. Fight will go the distance. Fight will go the distance, or Cruz by an upset. Cruz win. Fight go the distance. Fight go 12. Fight go 12 rounds, or Cruz. Or Cruz will win, whether it's by knockout or whatever. That's it. I just threw that up there. That's the poll, guys. That's the poll. And the poll I'm talking about ain't no goddamn stripper poll. This is the poll. True. Tupac 13 says they go the distance, but Cruz gets robbed. Okay. I just put the poll up there. You guys have a lot more faith than Pitbull than I do. Again, you guys have more faith in Pitbull than I do. You know what I mean? You guys have a lot more faith in Pitbull than I do. You know what I mean? I don't have any faith in him. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not a Pitbull, the Mexican Mike Tyson hater. I'm not the Mexican Mike Tyson hater. I'm not. I just ain't got no faith in dude. I've seen him fight. I don't have no faith in him. But guess what? I ain't tripping on none of that. You ain't got to worry about me buying this goddamn fight, though. Phone lines is up, guys. He says, no faith in Pitbull, but I will believe that Floyd has instructed Tank to carry him a few rounds. Yeah, it's going to be a few rounds, all to the third. Hey, Davey, to the third. I think it's going to be carried to the third. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Now, again, do not get mad at Tank Davis. Do not get mad at Canelo Alvarez. Do not get mad at Floyd Mayweather. Canelo told you, I do what I want to do. Okay, that's fine. Floyd told us we have in-house fights that Tank would be doing. I believe in working harder, not working smarter. That's what he said. We believe in working harder, not smarter. Working harder, not smarter is we will not have tough fights. We're going to find certain fights that's going to match up well with our fighter, where we can maximize the profits at minimum risk, where he can end up being a champion and the other guy, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, anyways, you guys just tell me what you think about this poll. Oh, it's on the one up there? This poll is coming out. Hold on, guys. Man, what the hell is wrong with this? All right, let me try this one more time. Let's try the poll. Let's try the poll one more time, guys. Damn, I'm looking at the poll. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Who will win? Who will win? Right. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. Tank versus Cruz. Sorry about that, guys. I'm around here tripping. Let's see. Tank by KO, 1 through 3. Let's see, guys. Hold on with me. Hold on, guys. Tank by decision. Give y'all that chance. Give y'all a chance to win. Tank by decision. Cruz by KO. Another one. Cruz by decision. How about that, guys? Oh, this some bullshit. Why I keep fucking this poll up? Nah, because I'm hitting something and it's automatically doing what it wants to do, guys. This shit doing what it want to do. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Fuck it. I'm fuck it, because something is wrong with this. Something is wrong with this thing. And I haven't smoked anything, so I'm not high at all. Shout out to Rick. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says, Coach, are you saying Cruz is another Kirkland? I'm saying Cruz getting his ass knocked out. It's gonna go no further than 3 rounds. That's what I'm saying. I don't know whether he's another Kirkland or Smirkland or whatever. I'm saying that Floyd told us what the lick is. We need to accept it as fans. It's gonna be up to you to decide whether you want to pay for it or not. That's all I'm saying. And Floyd is my guy. Ain't nobody. And Floyd is my guy. I fucks with Floyd heavy, but I gotta call it out. I gotta call it out. He say, "Damn, Coach." I'm just saying. I'm just calling it like it is. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Let me see. I can't even see this shit. I can't even see this shit. Okay. I can see it now. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, man. Hey, as a matter of fact, the phone lines are open, guys. Anybody want to call in? The phone lines are open. Let me go ahead. Yeah, I'm just calling the way I see it. He says, "Damn, the disrespect for Cruz." Hey, man, I'm calling like I see it, dog. I'm calling like I see it. As a matter of fact, let's I'm calling like I see it, dog. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. I'm calling it the way I see it. You know what I mean? Anybody got faith in Cruz? Put some money on him. You can make a whole lot of you can make a whole lot of money. You can make a whole lot of money. You can make a whole lot of money, man. You can make a whole lot of money, man. If you go put your money on Cruz and you know what I mean? So I'm looking at something over here. As a matter of fact, let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up right quick. I got something I want to show you guys. Because, you know, I'm just saying, you can't get mad. Don't hate the play, hate the game. So I say all that to say this. I don't want to hear nobody who hates Canelo Alvarez say, we want to see Canelo fight this guy, right? But you love a PBC fighter, and that PBC fighter is not fighting this guy. What I'm saying is, you have to keep that same energy, keep that same standard. And I don't want nobody who hate Tank Davis or hate any PBC fighter or Crawford or whatever the case may be. I don't want you, if you love Canelo, I don't want you to sit back and hate and say, I want to see these guys fight. Basically what I'm trying to say is this. You can't have two different standards for fighters that you like versus the ones you don't like. This is what a lot of these boxing communities do. They have different standards for the fighter that they like versus the ones that they don't like. The hypocrisy is real. If they didn't have a double standard, they would not have a standard at all, right? So this is all I'm saying. Don't have the same, keep that same energy. Don't have different standards. That's all I'm saying. Now, Devin Haney is fighting JoJo Diaz. Who you guys got? JoJo, I mean, me personally, I got Devin Haney beating JoJo Diaz in a landslide, myself. That's just my personal opinion. I like JoJo Diaz. He's a hell of a fighter. He's a pretty good fighter, and that's fine. I like him. You know what I mean? But I just feel that Devin Haney's going to beat him. And I feel like it's going to be a 12-round snooze fest. I think it's going to be a 12-round snooze fest. I think Devin Haney, with his quick like reflexes, he's just gonna jab the shit out of JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz is going to have to try to get on the inside and try to muscle Devin Haney like he did on Fortuna. He's going to have to try to do that. So that's how I see that going down. That's how I see that going down. But I'm gonna watch that fight because I just paid for DAZN again. I just renewed my DAZN subscriptions. I'm saying description. My DAZN subscription. So I am gonna watch that fight. On the Pitbull Isaac Cruz, I'm not paying for that. Isaac Cruz and Tank, I'm not paying for that. So I'll wait for you Tank fans to tell me online what round he knocked him out in or whatever. I'm not paying for that. You ain't gonna piss on my leg. You ain't gonna piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. No, but one thing I will say, what I love about Floyd, he was honest. I love his honesty. And I love Canelo for being honest. I do what I want to do. Hey, call back. The phone hung up. I love the fact that he says I do what I want to do. I love that. Love the fact that he does what he wants to do. I love that. I like truth and honesty. I like when the fighter tell me, hey man, look, this is what it's gonna be. And I like that. She says, yeah, Haney don't really have KO power, so definite decision. Yeah, that's gonna be a 12 round. That's gonna be a 12 round. She said, Monica says, he said, would you watch on Fire Stick? Yeah, but yeah, if it's any way I can get it free, I'm gonna watch it. Anywhere do I have to pay, I'm not watching it. And it's on a Sunday too. Anywhere I can watch this fight free, I'm going to watch it. Anywhere that I have to pay for it, I'm not going to watch it. Just let you know. I'm just letting you know. He said, he says, dude, if Tank fights harder opposition, Canelo isn't going to fight anyone that is going to give him competition. I don't know, bro. I don't know. All I know is this is what's going on online. You have the Heyman Knights, the PBC D-Riders, is what I call them. They like to ride reverse cowgirl and everything for the PBC. The Gypsy Queens, the Cinnabons, the Aerosexuals, the Budsexuals, the Wildettes, the Pactards, the Tank Heads, the Flomos, and the Teal Females are battling online for their favorite fighter right now as we speak. That's what's going on, and depending on which side of the fence you're on, from a fanboy standpoint, that's the way you're going to go, right? I ain't got no problem with that. But as a fan of the sport of boxing, I have a choice in who I decide to pay to watch. I paid for Crawford Porter. I showed the receipts on that. I even paid for an MMA fight when Covington fought the brothers from Africa or whatever. Yeah, from Africa. I even paid for that fight. Remember, we did a doubleheader that night. A doubleheader. We had an MMA fight and a boxing match going on at the same time. And the headliner came on for the MMA fight right after Crawford and Porter fight ended. So I'm not one of these dudes who be online just talking. I support the fighters, but guess what? I'm not gonna goddamn support no I ain't supporting that shit. Not this shit. Just being honest with you. I'm not supporting it. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care how much I like them. Shout out to if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He said, what he said, no AJ fanboys. Yeah, I forgot all about AJ. Or AJ fanboys. Listen, if you've been watching me for a while, Merrill Dixon, you know I don't like no fanboys. You know that. I don't give a damn who the fanboy is. All I'm saying is, I don't know which one you're a fanboy of, or AJ fanboys. Don't like none of them. Whoever you're a fanboy of, I don't, that ain't me. More than likely, you're probably in one of these groups. Probably in one of these groups. More than likely. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, so be it. I'm not tripping. But one thing I do know, I'm not going to when the promoter is honest with me and he's telling me the truth, I'm gonna believe him. I'm gonna believe him. Can't get mad. Don't hate the player, hate the game. This is the game right now. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Let me address the chat. He says, I would never support a steroid junkie like Canelo Alvarez. Okay. F Society says, I can't stand Usman. Johnny Blaze said, just came back from the weigh-in. Yep. Rick, what's going on? Shout out to Rick for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, sorry for going off topic. Prime Crawford beats a Prime Mayweather. Nah, Prime Mayweather was at 135 pounds. Nobody beats Floyd at 135. Nobody, in my opinion. But this is subjective. This is subjective, and we're talking about hypotheticals and stuff like that. So. He says, Coach comes out as a Canelo Alvarez fanboy. No, sir, I leave that to the Mexicans. Not a Canelo Alvarez fanboy. If I come off to that as you're reading it very wrong. I'm not Mexican. I'm not a Canelo Alvarez fanboy. I don't give a fuck about the Canelo Alvarez fanboys. Let me make myself clear. F Society, this is for you. I don't give a fuck about the Bob Fathers. I don't give a damn about the Haymanites. I don't give a damn about the PBC D Riders. I don't give a damn about the Gypsy Queens. I don't give a damn about the Cinnabons. I don't give a damn about the Aerosexuals. I don't give a damn about the Wildettes. I don't give a damn about the Packtards, the Tankheads, the Bud Sexuals, the Flomos, the Teal Females, or the AJ Fanboys. I don't give a damn about none of them. You do, more than likely, but I don't. Don't give a damn about none of them. I hope I made myself clear. He said, listen, Canelo, regardless of the roids, is the face of boxing. I get it, but he's nowhere near the best. You have people out here saying he is undefeated. Hey, man, you know what it is, man. You know what it is, man. He says, yup, the Mexicans with their Canelo, new level fanboys. Let's see. Let's see. F Society says, I respect fam. I respect the fam. No need to convince me. I'm not trying to convince you, brother. You made a statement. I replied to it. You made a statement and I replied to it. I made it clear. Because if I seem like a Canelo fanboy to you, boy, you are reading me very wrong. You are reading me very wrong. I can promise you, I'm the last nigga to be a fanboy for Canelo. Shout out to Ambitious Hustler for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Boy.
He say, man, I was in the barbershop, man, and some of them boys was talking crazy about you, man. They said you be hating on T.O., man. Yeah, it's fine. 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 Nigga, I received death threats from fanboys online. You know, listen, there's not a YouTube channel on YouTube outside of my brother Blood Boxing, outside of him, that hate fanboys more than me. I hate the Mexican fanboys. I hate the Puerto Rican fanboys. I hate the Dominican fanboys. I hate the African fanboys. I hate the UK fanboys. I hate the American fanboys. I hate the Black American fanboys. I don't like none of them. The Asian fanboys. I am an equal opportunity fanboy hater. Let's make that clear. I hope I'm clear today. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy Graham, Baltimore. How you doing, Coach?
Troy, what's going on, fam? From BMO, what you want to talk about?
Yeah. I'm listening to you. I was calling to give you some praise. A good show, man. But you made you said something about Floyd at 135.
Yeah, Floyd at 135. Yep, that's my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you mine now. Pernell and Duran will beat his ass.
Pernell Whitaker. No, I'm saying I'm not. No, I think you're misunderstanding. He asks a prime Floyd versus a prime Terrence Crawford in this particular era. We're not talking about ranked of all time. We're not talking about ranked of all time. You know, we're just keeping it in that particular context as it relates to Crawford and Floyd. I think.
Well, he beat Crawford at 135 because Crawford was struggling to make that weight because he's such a big dude. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So he just asked a hypothetical question. We'll never know. It's just an opinion, and no, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So
yeah, it's all good though, Coach. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my man Troy, man. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, man, I've been cooking, but I haven't been posting, Coach. That's the thing. I've been cooking, I just haven't been posting, man. So
all right.
I got to post these pictures.
All right,
brother.
All right, for sure, man. Let's give our brother Troy a round of applause. Yeah, man, I'm just letting you know. Listen, this is a no fanboy channel over here, bro. Again, like, bro. And I'm part of them, and I'm part of one of the most hated channels. You know what I mean? I got a whole community that hate me. Understandably so. Guess what? I was going to get into this, guys. I was going to get into something, guys, but I'm not going to do it today because it's almost. I should get into it. I was going to break this down like a 57 Chevy, right? These, I'm going to break these guys off real proper, like. You know, when they're going to talk about we got to have the code. I told y'all so this is my restricted laws when I was in the NOI. I know a lot of this stuff in my FOI training manual. I was going to break that shit down for y'all. But I ain't going to do it today. I'm going to just put it in the cut. I'm not going to do it today. Talk about certain codes. One code that I go by is backbiting. We don't in the Nation of Islam, when I was in the Nation of Islam and I was a lieutenant, one in our FOI manual, one of the restricted laws was we didn't do backbiting. And the reason why we didn't do backbiting is because backbiting is how you destroy an organization, right? How you destroy an organization, according to the teachers, when I was in the Nation of Islam, and I have all of my literature, everything. I'm still a registered member, but I'm done. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? But we don't do backbiting. If you want to destroy an organization, destroy a friendship, destroy a group, you destroy it first with what? Backbiting. When I talk about you behind your back, you talk behind my back, and he said this and she said that, and then he say, she says, and all that stuff there. Then when I see you, someone told me something that you said about me, but I'm looking at you funny now, but I ain't saying nothing to you about it. All of that shit there, man. Y'all stay away from that shit. Right? Just letting you know. But let's get back to the sport of boxing. Now, Devin Haney has a fight tomorrow. He's fighting Jojo Diaz, that's a good fight. Let's see what other fights we have coming up, guys. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's look at the other fights. Monica Styles say facts. Yeah, man. Yeah, Monica. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, some dudes cut from a different cloth. Let's see. We have this. Is what we have here, guys. We have Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yard 2. That fight is tomorrow in the UK, right? Guys, let me know what's up with that fight. I got it. Oh, that's on BT Sports. I'm not gonna be able to watch that over here in America. Oh, it is in America. It says right here it's in America as well. I wonder. Oh, America non-confirmed. I wonder. I don't know how I'm going to be able to watch that fight. I don't know how we're gonna be able to watch that fight in America. So I might jump on somebody's live or whoever's doing it. We got a call calling in. Everybody got a call calling in. Didn't nobody want to call in. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, man. Y'all can call in and talk to the old boy. Say whatever you want to say. We don't, just be respectful. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Stanley, man. You popping from New Orleans?
Stanley, what the lick read, baby? What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, a couple of days ago, man, you was talking about what happened to Ford. You know, I asked you that question. You said you were going to get back with me. So I found out something. I'm watching a little interview with him and Floyd, or Shady Tree Floyd.
Yes, sir.
And then I noticed they brought in another coach for this fight, for this particular fight. Then I noticed Floyd throw some little shade. I don't know if Ford caught it, but he threw a little shade on Ford when he said that you have to change trainers from, they could take you from one status to another, from amateur to professional. And I think that was a shade throw to Ford. I don't know if you caught that interview or seen it.
I saw it, but I know he was talking about Anthony Joshua. He was talking about Anthony Joshua. Calvin Ford was sitting right there at the podium. It was Calvin Ford and it was Barry Hunter. He was sitting right there because remember we was talking. You was asking me, was Calvin Ford still around? And I didn't have any proof on whether he was around or not. But we see him on stage.
Right. And I noticed that I watched this this thing called Access or something. How they pump up the fight where they show both fighters.
Yes,
and I noticed that Tank had said that Ford is not with me. He's not training me for this fight.
Right.
And so I noticed the guy that was sitting to the left of Ford, that's with the guy on the Access channel that they showed. They didn't show Ford. So I'm thinking that guy trained Tank just for this particular fight. That's what I'm saying. I know Ford is still there because I've seen him in some other interviews, but I think that's the guy that said it to the left. I don't know his name that trained Tank for this fight.
Yeah, that was on Barry Hunter. Barry Hunter, the other brother. As this what a lot of people don't know. Barry Hunter and Calvin Ford, they've been training Tank a long time. Barry Hunter is not a stranger. He's been there a long time from the beginning with Calvin Ford. You know what I mean? He's been he's literally been there, to be honest with you. Like they all of them are close friends.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's why I say you the professional. That's why I come to your channel and get the real deal, get the real scoop, and that's why I listen every day, man. But I wanted to also tell you before I go, man, I didn't know how to do the support your channel in the text. My daughter had to show me even how to cash app today. So I cash app, but I put to myself, I had denied, and then I did it again for you, man, to support your channel so you can keep doing what you're doing, keep being true to these fanboys out here, okay?
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my brother Stanley from New Orleans, man, for calling. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, phone lines are open, man. 530-494-9636. 530-494-9636. If you're calling from the UK, call through WhatsApp. The phone lines are open, man. We're going to rock out for another 30 minutes and get it in. You know what I mean? Again, I hope I made myself clear. If you're new to the channel, understand I am not a fanboy of your favorite fighter. I hate fanboys. I hate fanboys. I hate fanboys. I hate fanboys. I don't care who the fighter is, whether he's from Africa, the UK, the islands, the Americas, doesn't make never mind to me. I view you all the same, fanboys, right? So I just want to let you know that. I just want to let you know that. I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. Because when a particular fighter retires, I'm still going to be in love with the sport of boxing. And what makes me love boxing is when I see good matchups. When I see good matchups, that's what makes me love the sport even more. Shout out to Troy Graham.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Hey, okay. For dropping that $2, bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Marvin McDowell worked with Tank, also Umar Boxing. Okay. Batman Boxing Talk with the Lit Read, baby. He say, hey, Coach, man, what's going on, my brother? What's happening with you, fam? He says all Mexicans support Mexicans, but the poll showed Cruz at an all-time low of 0%. It make sense. You know what? That poll may not be. Let me see something. I don't know how accurate that would be because I don't know how many Chicanos are in the group that played a part in this poll. All I'm saying is this here, man. So I don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you what I hate about fanboy. This is the definition of a fanboy. Someone who has it's okay to be a fan of a fighter. There's nothing wrong with that. Someone who is a fanboy is someone who is so emotionally tied to, in boxing, that particular fighter, right? This fighter can't do no wrong. You won't call this, you get so emotional over the fighter that you go online threatening people's lives. I received the most threats from the Wildettes. The Bomb Squad Nation, there has been I can promise you this. I have received more threats from the Wildettes, the PBC D-Riders, than anyone. Now, I received some threats from some Tyson Fury fanboys, the Gypsy Queens. I received some threats from the Cinnabons as well. I received some threats from the tier females lately. Oh my God, they've been coming out with their bras and panties in a bunch. But the death threats that I receive come from one community. It's the truth. I can't make this shit up. Now I receive, I don't get them anymore like I used to. But boy, like these, check this out. As a matter of fact, I said I wasn't going to wait on this, but I ain't going to wait on this. I'm not going to wait on. As a matter of fact, class is in session. I'm not going to wait on this. I'm going to go ahead and lay it on you guys real thick, real quick, and we're going to move on. I wrote these notes down. We're going to talk about some things. Let's talk about some things. Oh, here we go right here. Restricted. Is that restricted laws? See, this for these dudes who talk about they go by a code and you going against the code and the code this and the code that. Nigga, you don't even know what the code is. You don't have a book on the code. You niggas on some D-ride and shit for promotional companies. See, restricted laws in the NOI when I was in this shit. This is my restricted laws manual when I was in NOI, when I was a lieutenant. The things that we had to practice, the code we practiced was, general restricted law number 11, slack talk and gossip is forbidden. That's restricted law number 11. We didn't do that because that's a sure way to destroy a friendship, to destroy any group or organization, right? We do not deal with the hypocrites or show sympathy towards them. Now, in the sport of boxing, I point out hypocritical shit all the time. Don't tell me that you support black fighters while you are online attacking black fighters. If you say, I support black fighters, and we got to stick together, but Top Rate Toby, Anthony Joshua, Uncle Tom, Dillian White is this. Blacks. But you shit on them, defecate on them, say all kind of racist shit about certain black fighters. Don't tell me that you support black fighters. So I call you niggas out on your hypocrisy. I call you out. And one of our restricted laws is this. We do number 22. It says, do not commit acts of violence on ourselves or others. So if I'm black and you sending me death threats and you're supposed to be black, you right now, according to what the codes, these are the codes that I went by. You niggas don't go by these codes. You niggas is full of shit. You old crusted niggas. And I call you out on it. Right? It's bullshit. It's all hypocrisy. Right? You niggas don't mean none of that shit you say. You see what I'm saying? And then restricted law number 25, you're supposed to love your brother as you love yourself. You do not kill one another, harm one another, or threaten, or wish any bodily harm to one another. So when y'all tell me about we the mighty such and such, you niggas is full of shit. I don't believe you. You don't go by no codes. You don't go by the codes that I came up with. We had actual, and I still got the manuals right here. I still have the manuals, as you can see. You niggas ain't got no manuals. You ain't got no codes you go by. You deride for promotional companies and you fanboys for your favorite black fighters while shitting on the other black fighters. And then talking about we need to stick together. But you want to stick together as long as it's on your fanboy terms. So I call you niggas out on this shit, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Restricted laws, table of contents, page 36, page 20. Let's go to page 20. This is what I do. This is how I break this down, right? Now, I'm no longer a member of the Nation of Islam, as you guys can see, but this is how I break this down, right? This is how I break this down. I call out the hypocrisy. When I ask you what the code is, I don't know. Hold on, what the hell is this? Let me shut down all these windows. Now I ask them what the code is. They don't know the code. I know the code better than they do. They don't have a code. Their code is dick ride the PBC, attack anybody who does not agree with them, threaten them with great bodily harm, and shit on other black fighters that are non-PBC fighters. That's what the code is. And because I call out the hypocrisy in that, you know, I get the flack. But guess what? Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it. You don't even understand the general, what are your general orders? What's the rule? What's the code? You don't even have a book or a manual. So don't talk to me about your so-called, your revolution. Because you ain't about that life. You ain't lived that. So I call you out on that. So I don't mind if you calling me a coon. I don't mind if you calling me a sellout. I don't mind if you calling me an Uncle Tom, because I know that you niggas are the biggest coons, Uncle Toms, and sellouts that I've ever seen, and you don't even know it. You don't know what those words mean. You haven't traveled down the roads that I traveled down, but I get it. You go by your code. That's fine. I go by my code. And even though I'm no longer in the nation, I still live by some of those same principles right now to this day.
To this day.
I'm just not racist anymore like I was. But there's some good things in there. Stop personality worshiping your favorite fighter. When your favorite fighter gets paid, you do not get a percentage of that check. Fanboys. Stop deriding promotional companies. When that promotional company get paid, guess what? You do not get a percentage of that check. Fanboys. When your favorite fighter gets sick, oh, we sick? No, we ain't sick. Remember that. So don't talk to me about your codes. Don't tell me how real you is. I care nothing about how many shooters you got. I got shooters, homie. You're funny to me. I take this very seriously. You want to know why? Because this is my life. I've been for a long time. You know what I mean? I love the sport of boxing more than I love a particular fighter. I understand the cancers and the poisons that fanboyism running around unchecked can do to a community. We have, you know, that's why we have these restricted laws. This is restricted laws of Islam, but this is in the Nation of Islam. But these rules can apply to everyday life. We have these restricted laws. When you understand what destroys an organization or destroys a community, you know, when you understand that, you learn how to stay away from those things. This is why I hate fanboys, because fanboys come with what? Gossip. Fanboys come with what? Backbiting. Fanboys come with what? They like to meddle and start shit. Fanboys come with what? Threatening people. Fanboys come with what? Cyberbullying and all that other shit fanboyism come with. And you got these old crusty niggas with their YouTube channels helping push this bullshit. That's why I say, if you're a young brother coming up in the game, stay away from the old crusty nigga. The old crusty nigga is the guy, he always talking about how it was back in the day. Yo, boy, back in the day, boy, I'm telling you, boy, when I was on the block, boy, he's living in his heyday. He's living in his heyday how it was back in the day. He's trying, the old crusty nigga try to impress you with his war stories. Yo, boy, nigga, I was in the pen, boy. I was under 4 Cadillacs. But I had 8 Cadillacs on the bench, boy. I was bumping them. Bam, 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 bam. I was bumping. I was in the feds, and I was in there with the niggas from DC and B-more and Georgia, and yada yada yada. And then I did time here and there, and yada yada. Stay away from them niggas. And a nigga brag to you about doing time, he's bragging to you about his failure in life. So I don't mind standing on the front line speaking my truth because I don't see those guys. They ain't nothing to me. They nobody. That's why I like old boxers, because they didn't back down from a fight. Not today. Yeah, you'll be happy if you can get a fight today. That ain't happening. Oh, another thing too. He says, this brother's a Muslim. No, stay away from these fake assalamu alaikum niggas. I'm a Muslim. Stay away from these fake assalamu alaikum niggas. A Muslim is one who submits his will to do the will of God. He bear witness that there's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. That's a Muslim, right? That's one of the 5 principles. And I know the 5 principles. Stay away from them fake assalamu alaikum niggas. You gotta watch them niggas too. Stay away from them fake conscious community niggas. Yes, yes, yes. I'm more than qualified to take up the challenge. Body any, I will body any nigga on this subject. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. I'm well learned and well taught. I was taught by some of the best ministers. And I do a lot of reading and studying and researching. If your ass ain't reading and studying, I'm not the one you're going to want to run up on. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going. We got another call coming in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Man, it's me, Troy. You forced me to call back in with that last comment. Man, a bunch of them with the peace to the gods in the earth and don't know a lesson in the first. We call themselves the Abbot and all that other nonsense. Don't know a lesson in the first. Okay. I'm not even from that world, and I got too much respect for the brothers I do know that's from that world, not to even approach anybody like that. You know, because there was a price you had to pay.
Yes, sir.
When you were fronting.
Yes, sir.
You definitely have to know your lessons, you know.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, but yeah, man. Peace to the gods in the earth, Coach.
All right, man. Salute to Troy Graham, man. Salute to you, fam. Thank you so much, brother, for calling in, man. Have a good day, my brother. Shout out to Troy, man. Shout out to Troy Graham. I'm the type of guy, I can take any subject matter and tie it into the sport of boxing. I'm the type of guy that can do that. Again, I don't give a damn where you from, what ethnicity you are. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. I don't. You see what I'm saying? This is a fanboy free zone over here with New Media Today USA Boxing. The brand that I'm building with this channel is a fanboy free zone. You see what I'm saying? So I do everything in my power to deter, discourage, or make these fanboys so upset that if they subscribe because they thought I was a fanboy of their favorite fighter, that they would unsubscribe, block themselves, and leave. Because I don't want the toxicity over here that comes with fanboyism. I don't care who your favorite channel is. If they dick ride for the PBC and they fanboy for certain PBC fighters, I don't rock with them. Just letting you know. If they D-ride for Canelo and they roll with certain black and Latino channels who like to D-ride for Canelo, I don't rock with them. I don't care who it is. I don't discriminate. I just let you know. And that is what it is. I might have offended some people for what I just said. Guess what? I don't care. I mean every word that I say. All I care about is the sport of boxing. I let y'all have that. I call you guys ethnicity pushers. I let y'all have that shit. I did that for 25 years. I did that for 25 years. I've been there, done that. I've been through all your communities. We gave birth to, the conscious community with Sinetta TV, and he came out, and then the Army Rock Squad came through them, and the Cyrus Suit and Settings and all that stuff. I got all kind of books about, with Dr. Malachi York and Dr. Ben and Dr. I want my brother named John Herrick Clark, and what the sister name, she passed away, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. A lot of the pseudo shit, a lot of the pseudo science that was out there. I got all that shit. So I know these dudes very well. Know them very well. I know the school of thoughtful that they're trying to do, but they ain't good at it. So I call it the way I see it. I don't give a damn if it ain't about the sport of boxing, dog. That's all I care about. That's all I care about, the sport of boxing. That's all I care about. And I'm being honest with you. That's all I care about, dog. The sport of boxing. I don't care nothing about all that other shit. You know what I mean? And fights I want to see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, guys. Let's look right here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. We got JoJo Diaz, Devin Haney, lightweight title. Some people are picking Devin. Some people are picking JoJo Diaz. That's a good fight. I'm glad for both of these guys. I don't know how much money they're making. It's none of my business. I'm just happy that us as a boxing fan would get in the fight. This fight, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz for the WBA regular lightweight title. It is what it is. Sebastian Fundora versus Sergio Garcia. This is the I think this is on the undercard. This is going to be a good fight right here. The undercard is actually good for the Tank Davis fight, to be honest with you. It's a decent undercard. I'm not even going to lie. It's a decent undercard, right? Then we have on December the 11th, guys, we're going to close the year out strong. Conor Benn versus Chris Algieri. I think this is a good fight for Conor Benn. Shout out to the game.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Kambosos made a great point last night. He said he's not worried about his O because none of the greatest fighters had an O. They all fought each other. Exactly. The era that I came up in, they fought each other. This era is different. They're not fighting each other. And it is what, and this is the era that we're in. But it's up to you as a fan to decide whether you want to pay for it or not. It's up to you as a fan to decide whether you want to pay for it or not. Shout out to James Burrell. He said, this is why I like your channel, coach. Most of these channels do fanboy, and if you disagree with anything, they call you a fanboy. Yeah. Ronald Finkley says, I sent you a cash out, coach. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Hey, okay. For sending me that bam cash app on your boy, dropping that on me, fam.
Hey,
I'll check it later.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, man. So this, this might be a good fight. So now we have what else we got? He say Tank's a superstar. That's the funny thing I heard all night. Hey, man. Floyd told you what time it is. So we can't get mad at, don't hate the player, hate the game. When the player told us what time it is, and he was honest with us. Okay, Richard Schaefer. Okay, this is a Richard Schaefer card. Okay, in Dubois, Dubois. Sonny Edwards versus Jason Mama. Oh, this flyweight. Listen, I don't know nothing about flyweight. Anything dealing with those smaller weights, I got to talk to Julius about that from Ring IQ. for ring IQ. He know everything from minimum weight, flyweight, flea weight. Anything dealing with that, I got to talk to Julius on that. That dude know more about the sport of boxing than damn near anyone I know. I'm saying what's currently going on. That guy, and then we got my main man, my brother, blood boxing, blood boxing. He know it. That dude there's a boxing historian. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Batman.
Batman, what the lick read, baby?
Man, I'm calling because I watched the video of Floyd earlier about him pretty much hating on Canelo. In my book, I think he was hating. And I say that because you condemn Canelo for the same shit that you did, or my bad, the same stuff that you did,
right?
And the same stuff that you're doing with Tank Davis.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you bash Canelo? And to me, I just feel like it's a form of hate. Floyd, I can just tell how Floyd talks when he's promoting his own fighters about himself, that he wants the spotlight at all times. And I think his issue with Canelo is once he beat Canelo, he thought that was going to be an end for Canelo. And Canelo did his thing, made his own way and became a big name. I don't think Floyd can cope with the fact that Canelo is reaching that type of stardom that he has. So it just looked like hate on my part. What you think about it?
You know, with Floyd, and again, you know, I got a lot of love for Floyd Mayweather, but I gotta be honest, I did see the hypocrisy in what he was saying as relate to we want to see, and this is what I'm saying, Batman. This is what I'm saying, brother. If you're gonna tell me that as a promoter, I want to see Canelo, no problem with that. Fight David Benevidez. I feel like he's ducking David Benevidez. I ain't got no problem with you saying that. But don't tell me you want to see him fight Godzilla when your fighter won't even fight King Kong.
Exactly.
And then you're telling me what he's picking, who he wants to fight. He's going up the cruiserweight, yada, 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 yada. But you said that in one breath, but then in the next breath, you said, yeah, when I was in that position, I got a chance to pick and choose who I wanted to fight, when I wanted to fight him, and stuff like that. So wait a minute. You're criticizing him for doing the exact same thing that you said that you did in your career. So I got to point out the hypocrisy. If I was a fanboy, I wouldn't point that out.
Exactly, and I'm probably one of the biggest Floyd fans, and I'm a big Canelo fan as well. But like you said, at the end of the day, ain't none of the motherfuckers paying my bills. I got to make my own way.
Right.
So I can call it the way that I want. I can call it like I want to call it.
Right.
But we can, like you say, with Floyd, if you look at Floyd's career, it's pretty much the same once you get to the end as Canelo's is. The WBA elevated him so that he didn't have to fight Steve Thurman. WBC elevated Canelo. And he didn't have to fight Jamal Charlo. Floyd moved the way that he wanted to move and fought the people that he wanted to fight and jumped up in weight when he felt like jumping up in weight, fighting Cotto at higher weight. He didn't go up and fight none of the Charlos. Well, didn't he go fight the Charlos? You know, so it's like it's just a big contradiction. And like I always tell people, if I want, I can look at everybody's resume, coach, and put some bullshit on their resume. I can say Ali fought a fighter and lost to a fighter that had 7 fights.
Yeah, he did. Leon Spinks. Yeah, Leon Spinks. You're right.
Right. Yeah. Right. You can go down everybody's resume and break it apart. So just allow these fighters to do what they're doing, hope for the best fight, and keep it moving. Ain't no point in fanboys for none of these motherfuckers because they don't even know we exist and they damn sure don't give a shit about it. Leonard Ellerby told you that.
Yeah, he told that. Yeah.
It's a business. Yeah. It's a business. So
it's
that's
a business.
All, Coach. I just wanted to call in and give my 2 cents.
Yeah,
appreciate you as always.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, fam. Shout out to my brother Batman. I really appreciate the love and support, my brother. Take care, my brother. All right.
Definitely. Same here, bro. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's see. Let's Kill It Boxing says Benevidez has nothing that Canelo wants. He run away with the PBC money, and Floyd can't take it. We say, Coach, if Tank takes him out before 3 rounds, then you're right about pay-per-view. Hey, Monica, I'm telling you. Okay, hold on, Monica. Let me do this. Let me do this. I do not own the rights to this material. Shout out to Little Giant Boxing. Shout out to Little Giant Boxing. This is my main man, Pitbull. This is the workout he did this week. This Pitbull right here. Now he got a nice overhand right and a nice left hook to the body. Nice overhand right and nice left hook to the body. He's strong now. He's strong. But he's a flat-footed fighter. He comes forward. He has slow feet. He has slow feet. And I can show you his last fight he had as well. And he doesn't have the fastest hands in the world as well, right? He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But he going out of there in 3. I can promise you. I can damn near. I bet a couple people. I think that better do $10, another do $15. If I lose, I pay y'all money. You'll get it. I promise you, you'll get it. I just don't see it, though. I just don't see it, dog. I just don't see it, dog. I'm saying me. I know what y'all gonna say. Well, coach, you were wrong about Teofimo and George Kambosos. Everybody was wrong about Teofimo and George Kambosos. It wasn't about a couple people who betted on Kambosos. Tony's reviews was one. The Queen Bless 365 was another. There was a few people that betted, but that's it. It was a whole lot of motherfuckers wrong on that shit. A whole lot of people wrong on a 13-1 underdog. I'm just gonna have to be wrong on this one too. I'm gonna have to be wrong on this one too. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, bro? This is John.
John, where you calling from, fam?
This is LA, man. I am at first foremost, I'm saying respect to you, IBFP, Money Brown, favorite channels. And yeah, man, just want to talk to this Tank. I like Pitbull. I've been following him for about a year. And I just don't think he's ready for a fight, man, especially on the short term.
Right.
Short notice. I don't like it. I wish Pitbull would have been given another 2 years or so. And yeah, I mean, I think Tank's gonna knock him out.
Yeah, man, it's gonna, bro. Again, I'm happy for the opportunity that Pitbull is getting. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. Is it a possibility he can catch Tank with an overhand right and knock him out? Yes. Is it a possibility he can catch him with a left hook to the body and knock him out, drop him? Yes. It's all of that are possibilities. But I'm telling you, from the eye test, from what I've seen, I watched the last 5 of this guy's fights. And everyone always tell me, yeah, he don't got better. Go look at his last fight he had. I saw the last fight he had.
His last fight, he looked good, man.
Yeah, he looked good against the guy who he was fighting, and the guy who we was fighting, and I wasn't impressed by it. I'm not. This is no disrespect. This ain't no shade to Pitbull. I'm happy for the brother. You know, I know he's representing for his country. I'm happy for him, and I think it's a beautiful thing. Sunday, I'm not paying $75 for this. I'm just letting you know. I hope if you love him, I hope you pay for it. Are you going to the fight, brother?
Nah, I'm not, man. But I'll be watching. I'll be streaming it because I'm paying for it. But I'll be watching it.
Yeah. I'm just saying. But listen, I appreciate you calling in, John from LA, man. West Side in the building, man. I hope you take care, brother. All right.
I respect, bro.
Yes, sir. Shout out to John from LA, man. Look, little optimistic. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, this dude getting knocked, bro. Nah, he getting knocked out, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm saying, bro, I would be shocked it'll go past 3 rounds. If it go past 3 rounds, that's a victory for him. I'll be like, God damn, it went past 3. You know what I mean? This brother here say JoJo Diaz is a plus 700 bet. That instead of Cruz. Listen, that JoJo Diaz, that shit crazy. Plus 700. The money is on. If you put $100 on JoJo Diaz, guys, you will win $700. If you put $100 on JoJo Diaz, as a matter of fact, I have it right here. If you put $100 on JoJo Diaz, guys, you will win $100. Let me see something. If you put $100 on JoJo Diaz, you'll win $700. I like JoJo Diaz. He's a great fighter, a great phenomenal fighter. I don't see it. I just don't see it. JoJo Diaz has one way he can win this fight. One way, and that's it. He's going to have to press Devin. He's going to have to get up in his chest, and that's the only way he can win it. He's going to have to do that. I like JoJo Diaz, but I just think that Devin Haney's style, and I know a lot of people don't like Devin, and that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. I'm definitely not a Devin Haney fanboy, but I'm definitely not a JoJo Diaz fanboy. But I look at styles, and I'm like, okay, how many tools does this guy have in the toolbox? I know JoJo Diaz, he's a former Olympian, 2012. I know a whole lot of stuff about JoJo Diaz. He's a bad boy. He moved up from 126. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Not gonna lie, he's all of that in the bag of chips. I just think this fight right here with this guy, Devin, this is going to be a boring fight unless JoJo Diaz press the action. Unless JoJo Diaz press the action, this is going to be a boring fight. Because what I see happen, Devin Haney is going to put the jab on him. Bap, 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 bap. He's going to jab him. He's going to use his quickness. He's going to use the Philly shell defense that you guys call the shoulder roll. He's going to use that. And he's going to use his quickness and agility and all of that stuff there. And it's going to be an easy 12-round fight for him. You know what I mean? JoJo Diaz has one way to skin this cat. He's going to have to get inside, impose his will on Devin Haney, in my opinion, impose his will and just beat him up. Kind of like how he did what it was, Fundora? His last fight, Fundora. Think on Fundora, yeah. Fortuna. Javier Fortuna. Kind of like how he did Javier Fortuna. He's going to have to do that, come with that style. He's going to have to come with that style. That's the only thing I see. I'm trying to find, guys, the betting odds. Hold on. I had the betting odds up yesterday. I had the odds up yesterday, guys. I had them up yesterday. I'm looking through my history. Here, I think it's coming up right here. See, let's see. The betting odds. Let's see. Matter of fact, forget all that. Damn all that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Damn all that. Let's go here. Let's see what these betting odds is again. Haney, Diaz. How about that, guys? Hold on. Haney, Diaz. How about that, Haney? Now I know what the odds are. We already know, but I just want the people to see it. I want the people to see it. That's all. I know what they are, but I just want the people to see it. And the brother is right. As you can see right here, guys, Devin Haney is a minus 700 favorite over JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz is a plus 425. So if you put $100 on JoJo Diaz, you'll make $425. If you put $100 on JoJo Diaz, you'll make $425. You'll make $425. You put $100 on JoJo Diaz. So you might want to put some money on JoJo Diaz. You might want to put some money on JoJo Diaz, right? Now let's look at Pitbull. Let's look at Pitbull. Isak Pitbull Cruz. Isak Pitbull Cruz. Let's see. Davis versus Cruz. I had this up yesterday. I should have saved it. Here you go right here. Close this one though. This particular site right here. What the hell is that? Isaac Cruz 7-1 underdog. I don't like this site. This ain't the one. I saw this one yesterday, but this ain't the one. I think this it right here. Oddshark.com. Oh, here you go right here. Here you go right here, guys. Check this shit out. Isak Cruz is a plus 700 favorite, an underdog. So if you know, you can get your quick $700. Tank Davis is a minus 1,400 underdog, meaning you would have to put $1,400. That's the lowest you can go on Tank in order to make $100. Shout out to Rich Alex.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
Wrong sound effect. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, what happened to Punch? Do you have any details? I want to send prayers to him and his family. I don't know. I heard that he got into an accident, and that's what I heard. Someone sent that to me, told me he got into an accident. I have no idea. I don't have any contacts with him or his family, so I don't have any of that information. You might can reach out to some of the other YouTube channels that really rock with him, and who can really get that information. I really don't know, my brother, to be honest with you. I know nothing about the situation other than what I was told. Jeff Lucietta say, keep getting worse and worse, wasting his talents. He says, I ain't mad at you, John, for betting on the underdogs. No, hey, listen, I'm not mad at all. Shit, I remember they had Jamel Herring, a minus 1,100 underdog. Minus 1,100. Yeah, Shakur Stevenson was a minus 1,100 favorite against Jamel Herring. The odds makers were right. They're not always right, you know what I mean? But they're not always right. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying, though. Let's see. No, I'm saying that may be a good bet. Yeah, it might be a good bet. It might be a good bet. This is a bad matchup. Tank should be fighting champions. Now, we done went through this, bro. You know, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Ronald Finkley said Punch is almost out of harm's way, hopefully. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Killy Boxer saying, Julie said Punch is in ICU, coach. He's in ICU? You the first one that just told me that, Killy Boxer. Thank you for telling me. Steven says, Jeff, I would respect Tank more fully, more fighting quality opponents and losing rather than seeing the hand-picked opponents he's getting. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is we have to respect the fact that Floyd Mayweather was honest with us and telling us this. I'm not saying I like it. Me as a boxing fan, you know, I want to see these top fighters fight other top fighters. But dude, he told us what the league read. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, I mean, bro, no matter how mad I get, Steven, no matter how mad you get, nothing that we say is going to change that, fam. But you have a right to decide whether you want to buy it or not. That's where you have the power at, right there. Pugilism says, I called Shakur stoppers too. Devin can do it to JoJo. John Prince says, Tank still gets hit though, so Cruz has a 20% chance, I say. Yeah. Tank do get hit. Dolomite says that Floyd is jealous because Canelo took his blueprint and doing it better, especially with Canelo getting undisputed at 168, which Floyd never did. Yeah, Floyd never did get undisputed. He could have though, but he just didn't. He could have. He said upsets involving underdogs happen all the time. Theater of the unexpected is in boxing. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't think that this gonna be upset. Flat-footed, coming forward, slow, swinging haymakers. You can see the punches before they get there. Yeah, you know, I just don't see it. He says, I'm looking at 5 years from now. The Queen Monica says, looking at 5 years from now, who do you think would be on top, Haney, Shakur, or Tank? You know what? My favorite out of these three fighters is Shakur Stevenson, to be honest with you. But the way this shit going down, Floyd Mayweather ain't going, you know, those fights are not going to happen. So you can move Tank out of that equation. Shakur and Devin Haney, that might be a fight that might happen in the future. That might be a fight that might happen in the future. You see what I'm saying? But those two guys' styles, just imagine, Monica, imagine Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney fighting each other. From a stylistic standpoint, it'll be the worst fight in the history. I ain't gonna say in the history. From a stylistic standpoint, it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be like Mayweather Pacquiao when they fought each other. But from a fight fan standpoint, we're gonna be really excited about it. But I think if those two fight each other, we're gonna be disappointed at the outcome because of their styles. You know, just, you know, but 5 years from now, it could be something totally different. But if Tank is still with Mayweather 5 years from now, Tank could be 32 years old. Yeah, he'll still be getting a heavy diet of PBC fighters. So, say Floyd messed up boxing, just like Jordan messed up b-ball. If you don't go undefeated like Floyd, then you won't be considered TBE. If you don't win 6 chips or lose 0 like Jordan, then you're not TBE. All of this stuff is subjective, Kimmy Lowe. All of this stuff is subjective. You know what I mean? So I won't say Floyd messed up boxing. I'll just say that Floyd did his thing when he was in boxing, and these other fighters have to evolve on from Floyd. I can't blame Floyd, because if you have all these young whippersnappers want to be Floyd, that was the guy who they was raised up under. They was raised up under Money Mayweather, but they know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. So when people talk about Floyd Mayweather, they always talk about Money May. They don't talk about Pretty Boy Floyd. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of these fanboys, they jumped on the Floyd bandwagon coattail right when the Pacquiao era. The Pacquiao era, that's when they came aboard. They know nothing about Floyd in the amateurs. They know nothing about Floyd in the Olympics. They know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. They know nothing about that. So, and so these fighters that's coming up, they want to be that, say we want to make a whole lot of money, don't take the risk, but at the same time, do it like Floyd, but they skip over the Pretty Boy Floyd era. That's one. And two, these fighters who want to do the Floyd blueprint, they not even a draw like Floyd was after he fought Oscar De La Hoya. Keyword is after he fought Oscar De La Hoya. So it's a whole lot these guys don't know. Shout out to the Axiom for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Say happy Friday to all. Happy Friday, fam. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Lady Shan said, yep, boring. Yeah, I'm just saying that those two fight, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, stylistically, it's going to be an eyesore to me. F Society said, if Tank loses, everyone will forget about T.O. for sure. Hey, we'll see. I doubt it. I doubt it, though. I doubt it, son. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. If you betting money on Isak Cruz, we'll see what you say after the fight, F Society. I think you're going for Isak, right? We'll see what you say after the fight. Con Chandler say Floyd didn't mess up boxing. The bugs, Floyd didn't mess up boxing. The bugs the crap out of me. I guess you meant to say that bugs the crap out of me. But he had the goods, which is the only thing that helps his BS stick. Yeah, he had the goods. They say, Coach, what do you think about Camboso's calls out Tank in the ring after the Cruz fight? That fight is not going to happen. Tell you why. As a matter of fact, we got Tank Davis. Maybe you said that. I think I closed it. You had Tank Davis. Oh, here you go right here. That fight ain't going. I'm going to tell you why that ain't going. This is good old Ellie setback. I ain't going to say no names. I ain't going to throw no shade. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good today. This is Tank. Ellie setback is asking him about that very same thing that you're talking about.
Hey, really quick. You and Composers, what happens, Tank? I'm whooping that ass. Tell him come see me. How about you and Isaac Cruz? I ain't got to tell him hold the belt. I whoop his ass for free. Easy work. No, not for free, but not for the damn belt. All right, we'll see you soon. There you have it.
So Ellie setback say easy work. Tank said that I'm gonna let you hear it again, just in case you guys didn't hear it.
What's up? Hey, really quick. You and Composers, what happens, Tank? I'm whooping that ass. Tell him come see me. How about you and Isaac Cruz? I ain't got time. Tell him hold the belt. I will be there for free. Easy work. No, not for free. But not for the damn belt. All right, we'll see you soon. There you have it. Tank Davis.
So he said that he'll fight Kambosos for free. All that sound good. It do sound good. He'll fight, keep the belts, all that stuff there. That's what he said, right? Let me explain something to you, because some of you guys be talking about the cash cow, and you hear Leonard Ellaby say that Tank Davis is a cash cow and stuff like that, right? But that's a subject for another day. We're gonna talk about cash cows. I'm gonna break that shit down. The definition of what a cash cow is, right? We'll break that down. I'm not even gonna get into that. But the Kambosos fight will not happen, because Floyd Mayweather told us that he does not believe in making another promoter rich. That's one. He said that we have a plethora of fighters that's over here with the PB. See, listen, the brother who asked me that question, he said, Tank do make the most at lightweight. What does he make? Because I hear a lot of people saying that. What does he make? Tank hasn't had a fight. I think he had one fight at lightweight or a couple and moved up. And, I mean, I don't know what that means as it relates to him fighting. Okay, when you say this is what cash cow is. Cash cow is when someone fights. Okay, I'm gonna give a perfect example. When someone fight Tank, do they make life-changing money? Because I think if I'm not mistaken, Mario's Barrios got paid $500,000. That's not life-changing money for fighting Tank Davis. And Tank got paid $1 million. Guaranteed. That's the guarantee money. And they got some back-end money on the pay-per-view. Whatever that did. Whatever was left over. You see what I'm saying? That's not life-changing money. When people fight, this is cash cow. This is what a cash cow is. A cash cow is someone who brings an extreme amount of revenue to the sport of boxing when they fight. Finna give you a perfect example of what a cash cow is. A cash cow in America would be Canelo Alvarez. When you fight Canelo Alvarez, you're going to make anywhere from $8 to $10 million to fight him. When Canelo Alvarez when he fought in Vegas with Caleb Plant, that sold out. When he fought Billy Joe Saunders in Texas, he sold out a football stadium. So that's a cash cow. He's an economy. When he walks into the city, hot dog stands open up and all the t-shirt merchandise gets sold. Football stadiums get sold out. Fighters that making life-changing money. That's a cash cow. I don't know what Leonard is talking about. I'm just saying. So I know, Tank makes the most. I don't know what he made. Can you give me a dollar sign? What type of money is he making? I don't know. Shout out to Dave Myers for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to you, fam, for that. I appreciate that. You get what I'm saying, though? When they fight Anthony Joshua, fighters make career high paydays fighting him. Andy Ruiz was sleeping in his mama's basement in LA somewhere on the couch or something. When he fought Anthony Joshua, the first time, he made a little something. He made a little something like $6-7 million. Most he's ever made. Al Heyman wasn't paying him that kind of money. And then when he fought Anthony Joshua again, he made more money. He made life-changing money, double-digit millions. Fighters don't make that fighting Tank. Joshua sold out the Garden, not even from America. So selling out football stadiums in the UK. That's a cash cow. So when Leonard say that, I don't know what he mean by that. I mean, I know better. He said, no, I'm with you, coach. I'm just saying that's what Leonard said. Yeah, Leonard said a whole lot of shit. You see what I'm saying, Jawan? Leonard said a whole lot of shit. I know better. Because they say shit, right? But they don't give you the specifics of what they're saying. See, it's one thing for me to say a person is a cash cow, but it's another thing for me to show the receipts that this person is a cash cow. There are two fighters that I know that fighters beg to fight. There are two fighters in boxing right now that I know fighters beg to fight. Please pick me, pick me, pick me. I want to fight you next. I want to fight you next. Please pick me. Why do you think fighters beg to fight Canelo Alvarez? Because they are going to make life-changing money, because Canelo is a cash cow. The PBC never paid Errol Spence $40 million guaranteed. Never paid Deontay Wilder $40 million guaranteed. Never paid the Charlos $40 million guaranteed. But they paid a non-PBC fighter, Canelo Alvarez, $40 million guaranteed plus back-end money. He got television rights and all kind of shit. But they never did that for a PBC fighter. That should tell you something. Ain't nobody over there in the PBC a cash cow. Nobody. Fighters do not make life-changing money when you get to buy mansions and your whole life changing, your whole lifestyle change fighting a PBC fighter. Some of them make good money, but cash cow, life-changing money, Canelo Alvarez and Anthony Joshua. Why do you think the heavyweights want to fight Anthony Joshua? He brings the money. There's no heavyweight in the heavyweight division selling out football stadiums. There's no heavyweight in the heavyweight division have countries building stadiums for them so that they can host their fight in their country and pay them $85 million. Those are the only two fighters that do that. Facts. Nobody in the PBC is no cash cow. That's all I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm saying. It sound good, though. It sound good. It sound good. It sound good when Leonard say that shit. But you gonna have to show me, but I know better. He said, imagine all the hotel rooms sold when Canelo came to Vegas. All that money people brought to the city. Yeah, Canelo and Anthony Joshua are walking economies. They are walking economies. Everybody else, they just some dudes with some gloves. Over here in America, they are on their knees begging to fight Canelo. Because they're going to make life-changing money. And that's what it is, dog. I got to call it the way I see it. I got to call it the way. This ain't no fanboy shit. I'm telling you what a cash cow is. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you what a cash cow is. They can't tell me no anything. And I like Leonard. Leonard is my favorite promoter. He said he keeps losing, so I doubt he's getting those big paydays. Leonard is my favorite promoter. He said that's how the PBC fighters are sitting on that. Hey, Leonard is my favorite promoter. The Queen Lady Shan said facts. Hey, true. Telling y'all what a cash cow is, dog. That's all I'm saying. He said, Coach, can see the yellow on their back. Yeah, I'm telling you what a cash cow is. Telling you what a cash cow is, dog. That's it. How many hotels sell out when the fighters announce that you come in the city? How many plane tickets get bought when the announcement comes out that you got a fight coming in the city? How many football stadiums or arenas that you selling out when it's a fight announced that you come in the city? Is that fighter making life-changing money? Caleb Plant was a $750,000 fighter prior to fighting Canelo Alvarez. When he fought Canelo Alvarez, he got his highest payday he's ever received. $10 million allegedly, $10 million plus whatever percentage is left over from the pay-per-view after the networks and promoters and everybody else get their money. How many fighters receive that kind of money fighting Tank Davis? I'll wait. How many fighters receive that kind of money fighting Anthony Joshua, fighting a Tyson Fury, a Deontay Wilder, a David Benevidez, a Jamel Charlo? How many fighters make that kind of money fighting those guys? I can help you out, give you an answer. 0. None. I can give you the answer for that. But when they fight Canelo and Joshua, guess what? They make life-changing money. Just being honest with you. He says, Crawford and Errol the next cash cows. I don't believe that. I'm gonna be honest with you, Hector. I don't believe that. Crawford is my guy, but he can't sell, and you know he has the skills, but he can't sell. And Errol Spence, he's relegated to Texas. His last pay-per-view was like 250,000, decreased. So that was his last one. His last one. We're going by his most recent one. Danny Garcia, that was like 250. That was it. How many pay-per-views you selling? They said Canelo did 800,000, him and Caleb Plant. 800,000 pay-per-views. The venue was sold out. They made a whole lot of money at the Live Gate. They made a whole lot of money on pay-per-views. And the fight prior to that, Canelo fought in Texas and he sold out a football stadium, the same stadium that Errol Spence fights in. Errol Spence fights at the Cowboy Stadium, right? Okay, Canelo fought in that same stadium and sold out 73,000 plus. Those are the cash cows, dog. Yes, I hate to say it. And I ain't hating on nobody. The numbers don't lie. So don't get caught up with Leonard when he go to talking about that cash cow shit. What he doing? He's selling you some shit and telling you it's meatloaf. Floyd is a hell of a businessman. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's pissing on your leg and telling you it's raining. It's a golden shower. That's what he is, bro. He says unified champion in Lopez could only sell 5,000 seat capacity stadium. How was Tank a cash cow? If it's a 5,000 capacity seat, that's not a stadium. That's a theater in Madison Square Garden, the Hulu Theater. They did like 5,600, something like that. That's it. He says Canelo is the cash cow fighting YMCA boxers. He might be fighting YMCA boxers, but he's the cash cow. The numbers don't lie. If he's fighting YMCA boxers, and then guess what? The numbers don't lie. F Society, tell me what your fighter is doing. Who is your favorite fighter, F Society? Who is your favorite fighter? I'd be very curious to know who your favorite fighter is. He says that's why Mike Tyson would even be considered. He said that's why Mike Tyson, or even Floyd for that matter, would even be considered doing an event with Logan Paul. It's because it's lucrative. Back in my day, Mike Tyson was the cash cow. Boy, when Mike Tyson had a fight, the whole city was lit. Hotels are sold out. People coming from all over the world to see this guy fight. He had video games named after him. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. All of that. She says Crawford is because Bob Bam not promoting. Promoters like to get the money, but not promote the boxers. Role switch. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. But I'm just saying. I'm just dropping it like it's hot. Telling it like it is, bro. That's it. Mike Tyson was that guy. Mike Tyson was that guy. And when fighters, every heavyweight wanted to fight Mike Tyson because they made life-changing, career-changing money. If my name is Mario Barrios and I'm getting paid $500,000 to fight Tank Davis, do not tell me and Tank is getting $1 million. And this was on record, $1 million. The other guy getting the 500,000, and one guy getting 60% of the pay-per-view after what's left over, and another guy's getting the other 40%. Don't tell me that's cash cow money. That's not cash cow. And the pay-per-views are only doing 200,000. That's not cash cow. I don't care what fighter it is. Whether it's Terrence Crawford, whether it's Errol Spence, whether it's Tank Davis, whether it's Teofimo Lopez, whether it's Vasily Lomachenko, whether it's Devin Haney. What I'm telling you is, ain't none of those dudes cash cows. It's Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, and there's everybody else. And I have the receipts on that shit. I know what I'm talking about. I have the receipts on that. He says Canelo kicking PBC draws up their ass with the work sold. Or I say with the work sold. more seats in Jerry World than Spence. That's crazy. Shaking my head, Texas is Spence's hometown. Yeah, Dallas. Yep. That said, she said that's sad. This helping today's that's sad. This helping today to our black bosses, kings on earth. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Monica. I mean, they making a decent money. Like, Monica, check this out. The PBC, how many star fighters do they have? They have Deontay Wilder. They have Errol Spence. Tank Davis, I guess. Tank. Since that's supposed to be one happy family. And I give you the Charlos. And 5. That's it. They have over 100 fighters on their roster. You know what I mean? He said, Coach, if the fans really care about seeing the best fighters fight, then Crawford will be getting the numbers. But these races don't want to see that. I don't know. To be honest with you, brother, I don't know if it's racism or any of that stuff, to be honest with you. Because, the black fan base, the guys who say we love black fighters, they attack that dude so much, they don't even support him. So, you get what I'm saying? She says, I had Punch Out on the video game. Those were the good days. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tyson's Punch Out. Tyson's Punch Out. Tyson's Punch Out. F Society said that I can care less about a cash cow. That just means that they're cherry pick all day. So what? Real fans know they're nothing but ducks. Money doesn't make you a boxing legend. Just makes you sus. She says on God. She said, God damn, Benevidez maybe. No, not even Benevidez. Like, these guys ain't. These guys ain't selling out no venues, dog. Like, these guys ain't selling out no venues, dog. None. You had a dude from the UK, Anthony Joshua, came to America, sold out Madison Square Garden. He's not even from America. They said, well, all them fighters, they said, well, all them seats was bought up by UK fans. That makes it even worse. Because that means that these people was willing to travel from the UK, get on a plane, fly thousands of miles across the water, spending thousands of dollars on tickets, spend thousands of dollars on the hotels, and thousands of dollars on tickets to pay to watch the fight. So he brought a whole audience. He brought 20-some thousand people with him to the city of New York to sell out a venue. That makes it even worse. When you have fighters in America that fight at venues and they can't sell out a hot dog stand. You got Jake Paul coming in the sport of boxing and he making more money than your favorite fighter, Jake Paul. Jake Paul, he comes in the sport of boxing and make more money than your favorite fighter. That's ridiculous. A damn YouTuber. He says, say best cash cow of all time, Money Mayweather. Yes, he is. Money made, no fighter made more money than Floyd Mayweather in sport of boxing. I think the only fighter that used to be the cash cow was Mike Tyson. It was Mike Tyson, and Floyd took that spot. You're right about that. Facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Can't nobody hate on that. That's facts. That's facts. But it's a different era now. He says, all of these great fighters, and none of them want smoke with each other. Don't nobody want to fight each other. Everybody want to be Floyd Mayweather. They want to be Money May, but they don't want to be Pretty Boy Floyd. They can't sell out a hot dog stand. 150, 200,000, 250,000 pay-per-view buys, and he's a star. Yeah. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't, he said, he makes more than Juice Boy Canelo. So what? No, he don't know. Jake Paul don't make more money than Canelo, but I'm just saying, outside of Canelo and Joshua, Jake Paul comes in the scene and make more money than your favorite fighter. outside of Jake Paul. And the crazy part about it is this. The boxers who fight on Jake Paul's undercard get paid more money on the undercard of Jake Paul than they do on any other promoter that's in the sport of boxing. So let me get this straight. You have fighters, professional fighters, that will fight under a YouTuber's undercard. They will make more money fighting on a YouTuber's undercard. Jake Paul is a professional boxer now. Whether you like it or not, he's in box rec. They make more money fighting on a YouTuber's undercard than they would fighting on the Errol Spence undercard, a Tank Davis undercard, a Deontay Wilder undercard, a Tyson Fury undercard. I don't know about the Joshua, maybe a Joshua undercard. They make people fighting on probably Joshua undercard as well. Benevidez undercard, Jamal Charlo undercard. These fighters make more money fighting on a Jake Paul undercard than they do your favorite fighter. Because he generates more money than your favorite fighter. Monica says that, Coach, you're not tired of fixing boxing? Nah, it is what it is. I accept it for what it is, Monica, to be honest with you, Queen. I accept it for what it is, Queen. It is what it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Nick Rich, yep. Ask Baby Fury. Yes. You see, Tyson Fury, they're coming. I live in Tampa now, so they're coming in Tampa at the arena. I'm thinking about, you know what, man? I don't know if I should go to that fight or not, dog. To be honest with you. Part of me want to go, and another part say I should be ashamed for going to this bullshit. Because I know it's WWE. I know what it is. WWE. Jake Paul putting in work. Gotta respect that. Yeah. Black Knowledge says, that is so true, my brother. Keep dropping the knowledge. Yeah, bro, it is what it is. But I'm telling you, man, they're going to him, man, and making more money than He says, see, Coach, they have a YouTuber making more money than these fighters. Exactly. Coming to your trap and take over your trap. He came to your trap, take over the goddamn trap. He brings a built-in audience with him. Hell, you got Jamel and Jamal Charlo. They fight in Houston. They can't even sell out their own goddamn where they fight at in Houston. They did, I think last year or 2 years ago, Jamel and Jamal Charlo did a joint pay-per-view together. The two twins fought on the same card. I think it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. It was Jamel Charlo and Tony Harris. He was the co-main event on that card. Up under Jamel, no, there was Jamel Charlo and Tony Harris. That undercard, he was on the undercard of Jamal Charlo and this Russian guy. Pay-per-view did like 100,000. Two twins, champions. Pay-per-view did like 100,000. Canelo, he ain't even from here. He from Mexico. He come to the trap and take over the trap. And they say, well, that's because, the Mexican fans, they support. Okay, that makes it even worse because what you're telling me is you got two black fighters, two twins. They can't sell out the venue because the black fans won't support? But you support all black fighters. That's what they say, right? But anyways, I don't want to keep you guys going long, guys. Let's go ahead and do this OJ Ju-Man style, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause for rocking with the old boy today. I just want you to know, guys, what I do, I point out the double standards and the hypocrisy. I point out the double standards and the hypocrisy. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate Floyd Mayweather, hate the game. He told you what it was going to be. He was honest. It's up to you to decide whether you want to support it or not. Canelo told you, I do what I want to do. I earned the right to do that. And he's right. He does what he wants to do. He earned the right to do that. These other fighters need to get off of their knees and stop begging for the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes. Be a man, have some dignity, and fight each other. Build your own legacy, because if you focus on building your legacy, the money will come. You can't expect to get paid a lot of money for fighting tomato cans.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches. Fight another bomb.
You're going to continue to be a $750,000, $1 million, $1.5 million fighter. You're going to continue to be that over there in the PBC. In the back end, whatever that is, we don't know what the hell you're going to get on that end. Create your own legacy, dog. You get your own money. Become a demand. That's it. Ain't but two cash cows, and that's Joshua and Canelo. That's it. Shout out to the Queen, Nick Rich. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to the Queen Monica Silva. What's that, Silva? Shout out to the Queen Monica Silva. Shout out to my main man Chick. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Eddie. What's happening? Shout out to Hector Garcia and Mr. Holmes. Shout out to Simon Belmont. Shout out to my brother Blood Retro Boxing, the documentaries. Shout out to Ring IQ. Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bell. Shout out to the Queen Arlette, the Queen Nick Rich. Shout out to Kathy W. Shout out to Audi. Alias? Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to my main man, Diallo Huggy Bear in the building. Shout out to Con Shonery. Shout out to Paul Evans and Ava as well. Shout out to John Prince. Señor Calderón 93. Es un placer conocerlo otra vez. Mi manito. Ya tú sabes eso. Shout out to UGC Flame. Them boys over there, UGC Flame. Shout out to Chick. Car ain't got no roof. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Ed Shake Forum. Shout out to Killy Boxing. Shout out to my brother Juwan that was in the building. Shout out to Ron Boy Fresh that was here as well. Johnny Blaze. Shout out to King Boxing Pound for Pound. Shout out to my brother over there, light skinned Lou over there, Lamont Peterson, brother, them boys over there, and Lewis over there in Rebuttal Entertainment. Shout out to them boys over there, man. Shout out to who called? Troy Graham, who called in. Shout out to Troy Graham. Shout out to Stanley from New Orleans. Shout out to Batman Boxing Talk, I think, from DC. And shout out to John from Louisiana. Yeah, no, shout out to John from LA. Sorry about that, from LA. Yay. Shout out to Carl Belton. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to my main man Hector Garcia. Shout out to Zoe, Full Life. Shout out to Kelly Boxing. Shout out to Remy. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Simon Belmont. Shout out to, all right, I need to go down. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Ghost in the building. Shout out to Shadow Ghost, who was here earlier as well. Shout out to KC Boxing. Shout out to KQ, the OG over there. Shout out to Mr. Holmes. Shout out to, who else we have, man? Major Key Boxing, who was here earlier as well. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Frankly Sherry. Shout out to Johnny Blaze, Thomas Jones. Shout out to my main man Charlo. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins. Shout out to, I told you guys I'm gonna give you my prediction. I got Tank Davis knocking Esau Cruz out by the third round, anywhere between 1 and 3, and I have Devin Haney pitching the shutout against JoJo Diaz. Unanimous decision. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Con Shonery. Shout out to, who else we have? G. Garcia. Shout out to Chris Ramirez. Shout out to John Prince. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to the Queen Monica Silva. Shout out to Audi Alias. Shout out to Batman Boxing Talk. Shout out to my main man Ronald Finkley, Big Ron in the building. Shout out to Killy Boxing. Shout out to Johnny Munez. Shout out to, I'm trying to make sure I get everybody before we go. Shout out to Black Knowledge in the building. I think this is the first time you came over, my brother. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music as well. Salute to Steve Kim as well. Shout out to Happy Javi. Shout out to F Society. Shout out to Chuck Supremacy. Shout out to who else we have, man? Shout out to Jay Styles. Shout out to John Doe. What up, Doe? Hope you get better, John Doe. Shout out to the Carl Belton. Shout out to, let's see, Ricky E245. Shout out to Wayne Love Peacock. Shout out to, who else we have? King Boxing Pound for Pound. Shout out to, who else we have in the building, man? Mr. G. Shout out to, who else we have, man? Maximus. To this day. What's up, man? Shout out to Who else we have, man? Uwapo, what the lick read?
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Shout out to Johnny Nunez. Munez. Sorry about that, man. Munoz. Sorry about that, brother. Shout out to Paul Evans and Ava once again. Shout out to El Bohemio, what the lick read. Shout out to Diallo Huggy Bear once again in the building. Pugilism, shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Con Shottery. Shout out to Danny Drew in the building. Shout out to we got to do this OJ Juman style. Shout out to Remy. This is a tradition that we do over here with New Media Today USA Boxing. We're different from other channels. If you take the time out of your busy day schedule to come over here and watch me do my daily rant, I have to at least pay you the respects to at least acknowledge you in the chat. If I don't say your name, it's because it's a lot of names. I might have missed it. Do not take it personal. If I miss your name, it's not. I did not do it intentionally. It's just that I missed it. Okay, so please forgive me. Shout out to Con Shonnery. Shout out to the Queen Nick Rich. Shout out to Charles N. Shout out to the Queen Arlette once again. Shout out to the Queen Karma Serene who was here earlier as well. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Brian, Son of God. Shout out to Pound for Pound King Boxing, Pound for Pound. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He says, new subscriber, really like the boxing talk. I gotta go JoJo for the big upset, and Tank should beat Pitbull with no problem. Yeah, that's a good bet. Listen, put some money. Listen, King Boxing. You might want to put a little something like $100 or whatever on Jojo Diaz, just in case he pull off the upset. It's plus 425. You know what I mean? So yeah, that'd be a good bet. You know what I mean? Just in case. You might be right. You know what I mean? Shout out to F Society. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to John Munoz. What's going on? Munoz. So I keep saying Munoz. That's my homeboy. Shout out to John Munoz. Shout out to you, fam. He said keep pushing in your prayers. Another content creator who was in a car accident. Oh yeah, shout out to Punch Drunk, man. Hope he get out. Hope he come out unscathed. Hope he come out unscathed and well from his car accident. Shout out to Punch. Shout out to, let's see, Steven Rivas, Mr. G, Pugilism. Let's see, Con Shonnery, Charles N. Shout out to Tony Lyons. Shout out to Rob Rib Shows. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. New Media Today USA Boxing. I see you guys. See you guys Sunday. You know, we're gonna take off tomorrow. You know, I'm you know what? Wait a minute. I may cover the Tank Davis fight. We're gonna not Tank Davis. We're gonna cover the Devin Haney fight. I see you guys tomorrow night. We're gonna cover the Devin Haney fight. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow night. That fight is going to be in Las Vegas. We're going to cover the main event. We're going to make it do what it do, and we're going to see what Jojo Diaz is going to do. I just ordered reordered DAZN again, guys. So we're going to cover that fight. I see you guys tomorrow at the fight party, the Devin Haney fight party. I would not be paying 1/4 for the Isak Cruz versus Tank Davis fight. Other than that, that's it. Maybe you guys, and that's on a Sunday anyways. Other than that, that's it. This is about Coach Malachi Williams. See you guys tomorrow, man. Tomorrow I'll post it in the community, in the community on Twitter and other places to let you know when when we're gonna do this. See you guys tomorrow, man. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. As I said before, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. See you guys tomorrow. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.